Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pink City Twitch channel. I am your host and GM today, Chris Tung, and today we are diving back into a world we haven't seen in quite some time, a couple of years actually. We're back in the world of Midennia. For those of you who tuned into this channel early pandemic and a little bit after, like we did a year-long charity stream here, D&D charity stream in this world of Midennia that we built during that pandemic, and I figured, fuck it, let's go back. I miss it. It's been a while, and it's a world that's already made. I'm gonna make more shit up. And today we are doing a little one shot and doing something a little bit different. Before anything else, how are we sounding, chat? How are we looking? Everything look good? Sound good?
All the cameras are frozen on my end.
Uh-oh.
My end
Only yours
also
is moving, Chris. Everyone else's is frozen.
Let's try this. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to refresh. Let me know if that happens again. That is strange.
Okay, I fixed it.
Imagine we did the whole game and you guys are just frozen. How's the audio, chat? We good? Hello, Connor Quest. How's it going? Welcome. First time chats? Hello, first time chats. Yeah, always follow us. Thank you, everybody, for following and all that stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, just let us know in the chat if anything sounds funky or looks funky or things are frozen. Because on this end, I've got like a million tabs and a million windows, and I'm not going to be able to keep track. So let me know. All right, so today, the special thing that we are doing is we are using the Dragonbane system. Dragonbane is Scandinavia's first and biggest tabletop RPG since 1982. We were given an early access version of the international translation, which is the system reimagined 40 years later, released by Free League Publishing. And we are doing a bit of a test run, review, one-shot type thing with this lovely cast down here. So before we get into this slightly reflavored Midennia, let's do some intros. So my name is Chris Tung. As you know, I'm one of the co-founders of pinkcity.ca, which is an anime gaming streetwear brand from Toronto, Canada. This channel right here. I am the GM as well, and I am also the editor, producer, and current GM of Super Journey Dudes, which is a comedy tabletop RPG podcast that also streams here every Monday. Right now we're doing, Magnus knows, he's been in it. We're running a show called Blink Space Blues, which is our Cowboy Bebop Gundam inspired Lancer show. And to my knowledge, the highest production Lancer show out there right now, which is very fun. I will be playing all of your allies and all of your enemies, so watch out, but also, hey. Let's go. I'm just going to go in the order of what I have you guys down on the overlay. So Candace, want to tell us a bit about you, what you do, and maybe like a one-liner and a brief little bit about the character that you're playing and what are they called? Classes? I don't know if they're called classes in this. Whatever they're called.
Profession.
That makes sense.
Hello, everyone. I'm Candace. You might have seen me around the internet as that Candace girl on Twitter or at Candace Magnificent everywhere else. My pronouns are they, she. Tonight I'm playing Dib Brandywine, pronouns she, they. And Dib is a halfling who is a thief. They fight with a short sword. They're badass, and they like shiny stuff.
That they do. Next up, Magnus Beasticus.
Hello. Magnus Beasticus. I dabble in cosplay. I do a lot in fitness and gaming, and I also am a GM on Sasapunk's YouTube channel, although the channel is ancient. I am playing Versace Vengeance. A mallard is the name of my kin.
I was curious about how to pronounce that. Mallard?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Mallard.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
How deeply do we go into characters here?
Just a brief one line. You don't need to go crazy. Unless it's something that it probably won't come up if you want to say something.
And I am on a quest for vengeance.
There you go.
That is me.
Cool. Next up, is Lynn. No stranger to the world of Midennia.
I've muted myself. Yes. Off to a fantastic start.
There we go.
Yes. Hello. My name is Lynn. I go by Lynn Unlimited online. I am a variety streamer on Twitch, and cosplayer from Canada. And yeah, I've played in this world before. I actually got started on Twitch, in the world of Midennia with Chris.
Oh my
playing
gosh, you're
D&D.
right.
Yeah, right.
Before you became a
Um,
Twitch, wow.
Yeah, that was like directly
Wild.
before it. So pretty crazy how things work out. I am going to be playing Atlas Stargazer, a clumsy little hunter elf with social anxiety. Because canon.
No, we said describe your character, Lynn, not yourself.
Oh, shit. Okay, well. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Cool. Last but not least, Zen.
Hello, salutations. My name is Sin, or sensationally.me on all the social medias that matter. I think. Usernames are hard, okay? Sometimes we add numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be playing Rika Skull, who is a wolfkin fighter out traveling the world to taste all the delicacies that it has to offer.
That kind of sounds like me. Yeah, that's what I do. I travel and eat.
I'm just playing Chris as a wolf.
Yeah. You mean, yeah, I'm totally not a wolf in real life. Cool. Thank you for the intros, everybody. Let me talk briefly about the perks that you, in the chat, you can help influence the story. In varying degrees, depending on how much money you have. If you donate to this channel, we have a couple of donation perks here up at the top above me. Same perks, more or less, of what we had when we did the Midennia campaign, the charity stream back in the day. Thought they were fun. You can help change up the story a little bit. If there are new subs to this channel, you in the chat can let us know, and we can give someone a bardic inspiration, which I don't know if that exists in Dragonbane, but we'll just say we can do like add a D6 to a roll. The equivalent of a bardic inspiration. $10 or more, you can get a boon or a bane to a player. So those of you who are familiar with D&D, that is the equivalent of advantage or disadvantage. In this system, basically you roll twice and you either choose the highest number or the lowest number, depending which one it is. In this game, strangely enough, lower numbers are better. You do not want a nat 20 because that is the equivalent of a critical failure. So today we are playing in the negative verse. So boons are you roll twice and choose the lower number, and banes are you roll twice and choose the higher number. We're looking for nat 1s today, which is wild to even say that. And I know the first nat 1 that's going to be rolled, so we're all going to be like, shit! And then, wait! Thank you for the donation, Pinky! Adding... Oh, God, I made that text far too small. Let me pull up Streamlabs. What did you say? Adding a boon to a roll of Lynn's choice. There you go.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Pinky. Pinky always supporting in the chat. Continuing on with the perks. Oh my gosh. What? Did someone just donate $100? Wait, whoa.
Oh, no.
Laylo?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Oh my goodness. What a way to start. Okay, so let me get to that. I'll run through this quickly. $20 plus, it could force a critical fail or a success on any player's next big roll. I would say if it's like a crit fail, it'll be their next roll. If it's a crit success, they could store it and use it when they need. $30 plus, a player gets a bonus healing potion, which you may need. And then $100 plus, which is what I guess Laylo just claimed. You can create an NPC that I must improvise into the story somehow. And Layla says here, he, you should have a stoner in there? We're gonna have a stoner in here. Right, awesome. I'll figure it out. I'll do something. Yeah, awesome. So those are the perks. If you donate to the channel, you can add all that to the story. Anything else? Any other housekeeping things? I think that should be good. Let me just pull up the chat again because I have a million windows. Yes, thank you, Layla. That was very kind of you. All right, so without further ado, let us jump back into the magical world of Midennia. So this takes place in the year 219. So for those of you who are familiar with our older campaign, it takes place during the gap of time between season 1 and 2. Lynn, before that little time jump that you guys went through, that's kind of where we are right now. And let me get some ambiance going. Let me know if you guys can hear this okay. All right, so the year is 219, on the cusp of the new year and the new decade. The players here are new recruits to the Midnight Troupe, a band of mercenaries that travel around Midennia, but are primarily focused on the hills surrounding the Undying Gate and the First Fortress, which, look at this little map over here. The First Fortress is around here, so these hills, all these mountains, they kind of maneuver in and around these hills and set up, they're all kind of like nomads. As the troop, they kind of flip between the two gates pretty often, knowing the ins and outs and hidden passageways. And just as a little warm up and just to show how rolling works with Dragonbane, let's briefly flash back a bit to your first interactions with the Midnight Troupe. I'll say we're back in a tavern in the city of Diamond, named the Rusty Tap. You guys are all recommended to the up-and-coming group, the Midnight Troupe, by one of their longtime members, a little halfling with a big backpack, funky facial hair, styled in a weird way, and a little cap named Fargo Slinghopper. You met this guy in the tavern. He was recruiting, and so let's do a bit of a roll. So and whoever wants to go first, just let me know. How did you impress Fargo and convince him to bring you on board? Oh, yeah, Candace, go for it.
Fargo's my half cousin.
Okay. Oh, hey there, Dib. Long time no see.
Hi. I've been looking for some work.
Hey, what I got quite a job for you. So, I mean, what you been doing these days? Are you still thieving around?
A little of this, a little of that. Trying to, hold it down while I can, try to get my way into some money and maybe go legit.
I mean, it's been quite a bit since I've seen you in action. And then he kind of points to like a little, tabaxi scoundrel in the corner of the bar. Hey there, see that little bag he's got around his waist? Why don't you nab that for me and let's see if you got what it takes.
Please, in my sleep.
Hold on, put on some bar tavern obvious. Here we go. All right, Dib. Have at it. Let's do a roll. What skill would you like to use? They're called skills, right?
I'd like to use sleight of hand, please.
Heck yeah. So again, as we mentioned, the lower the roll, the better. And how Dragonbane works is, so for example, Dib's stats are basically, for sleight of hand is a 14. So basically what Candace is trying to get when she rolls is anything below a 14. Lower the better, obviously. But the higher your skill number is, the more likely you are to roll, right? So let's do it. Let's do the first roll of the game.
Dib got a 10.
Hey, okay. All right.
So solid. So any outsider would see a petite halfling, probably about 3'8", kind of sidle over to this person. and they have kind of kinky curly hair that's like in braids down the sides of their face, kind of hidden under their cloak, a heavy burgundy cloak with kind of some stark makeup to conceal their features a little bit when their hood is raised. And the skin is very dark brown, and they have a very mischievous smile as they just kind of whirl around like a living shadow to just kind of snatch that right off and like spin back around to come.
Amazing. Yeah, you see this little tabaxi scoundrel just like kind of in a group in a table just playing cards. Like, all right, Daimolin throws some cards down, and you just whoop, nag what you find to be a bag of, I guess they use gold in Dragonbane, a bag of 10 gold pieces. Why not? And that's yours. That's yours to keep. Some shiny things for our resident rogue, I suppose. Amazing, awesome. Thank you so much. Anyone else want to step up? And yeah, I guess sorry, I meant to say this before, so thank you, Candace, for doing it. Describe what your character looks like first of all, before we do anything else. So, Sin, would you like to go on ahead?
Yeah, I think I definitely did it by accident. I was probably 100% eating at a bar in front of them and accidentally ate someone else's food and started a bar fight.
Okay.
And just proceeded to win and then continue eating the food.
All right. Yeah, I guess like out of the corner of his eye, Fargo kind of sees this happen as you swipe a meaty thigh off someone's plate. And you see this like eye patch, fucking pirate hat. I was like, hey, that's me chicken. Stares you down. I guess you're quite tall, I would imagine. Yeah, do you want to describe how...
Yeah. So he would look over and see like about like a 5'11", grayish black furred colored like wolfkin kind of sitting there in like very dirty leather and like matted fur, just stuffing their face. Like, and they turn to the person with the eye patch, mouth full of chicken, and then continuing to slowly chew it.
Excuse me, did you not hear me? That's me chicken you're eating. Kind of stands up at this point.
I mean, it has my teeth marks, so I'm actually eating it.
He just drunkenly throws like a swing. Do you want to do anything in response to I mean, I'm not gonna roll initiative for combat, but do some rolls to just and you see out of the corner of your eye like Fargo just like seeing this go down and judging you completely.
I probably wouldn't hit first. If he actually hits me, then I will hit him back.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see how this guy do. I mean, I rolled a nat 2, which at first I was like, damn it, but now in my brain I'm like, no, that's great. You're gonna take just like 2 bludgeoning damage to the cheek. As I'd say he's like slightly smaller than you, but he like reaches up and just like clocks you in the jaw for 2 bludgeoning. And you start a bit of a fight because as you stumble back, your chair like hits someone else and they're like, hey, they turn around to someone else, pushes them, and you start seeing food flying, fists being thrown. But you're engaged with this pirate looking fellow. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and hit him back because I feel like food probably fell out of my mouth, and like that's wasted food.
Wasted food. What would you like to roll? So
brawling?
You could do brawling. There is also, or is it called brawling? There is. Oh yes, brawling. Yes, brawling. So the way that attack rolls work in Dragonbane, for the audience, rather than rolling an attack roll and then having like a plus to it, your characters have weapon skills, which is you have a certain number for axes, bows, brawling, which is fist fighting, crossbows, hammers, etc., etc. And same thing, the higher the number, the better you are at it. So your brawling, I believe, is 14.
Hold on.
Give me a d20. Come on. Sin gave us some context that they roll pretty bad normally, so that should be good.
Oh. I rolled a 1 actually.
What?
So that's 15.
Hey, the luck is turning around. Yeah, I would say. Well, how you describe to me how you? I would say you knock him out in one hit.
So I look down. At first, a little bit disappointed, and then angry at all the food, and I start like snarling. And I turn and I go to like just punch him out with like the meat thigh still in my hand.
Yeah, you just slow mo, like you see like some of like the chicken juices just like seep into his little wrinkles on his face, and he fully like does a backflip and falls to the ground, completely knocked out. And you've got a bit of a tavern brawl happening around you. It dies down after a couple of minutes as the bartender kind of shushes everyone and gives them a hard time. But Fargo kind of walks up to you and he's just like, hey there, bud, just couldn't help but notice, you can really handle yourself in a fight.
Yes, but this is definitely my chicken.
Oh, I have no doubts about that. Yes, I mean, you won the chicken ownership contest of sorts, so it's all yours, I suppose. But hey, I was just wondering, would you be in for some gold? I've got a gig coming up, and we could use the extra hands or claws or... Reka starts barking. That's Matcha, everybody. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. So that's what he says to you.
I think about saying no, open my little pouch and see that there's little to no money. I could use gold. Yeah.
Yeah, at that moment, like the bartender is like, "Hey, it's time to settle your tab." Cool. And so Fargo is impressed. Anybody else want to go? Oh, Versace, Magnus. Describe who we see and what he's up to.
So the door to the tavern would fly open.
Yep.
A hooded individual, red hood, with a golden cloak made out of feathers, is also carrying many other cloaks. Hood still on, can't really tell. Walks straight over to him, slams all of these feather cloaks on the table, and undoes his hood. And you see this sort of bald, featherless, everything's been plucked. A naked duck boy, just in the head. And he goes, "None of these are real." Like it's a good thing. And this is just the start. This I will make for each and every one of the troop. Should you let me on board and let me engage in all of the shenanigans and money-making that your troop is known for. What say you? I clearly think this is a really good deal.
Do you want to roll like a persuasion?
I would like nothing more.
Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's see how well. I'm assuming you crafted these, right? These cloaks.
Yes, I did.
Roll me a crafting roll, and then based on how good that is, I can maybe give you a boon or a bane to your persuasion. How about that?
A 13. What do I have in crafting?
A 7.
Not a 7. Oh boy.
I'll say they look a little empty in the feathers in some parts. Like the feathering is a little scarce. Like it should be a little more padded. You didn't quite fill it out as much. Some of the stitching, the stitching's a little off. By the way, yes, chat. This world, Dragonbane has duck people. So now Midennia does, I suppose. He kind of looks down at the cloaks, looks up at you, Versace, and he's just like,
"You can keep them."
Well, I don't know if I really want to. We like to outfit ourselves with stuff that's a little more stylish. Sorry. I mean, it's wonderful craftsmanship, don't get me wrong, but...
What's it called? The Midnight Troupe?
The Midnight Troupe, yeah.
Yes. Well, I didn't think everybody was blind in the Midnight Troupe.
Roll me the persuasion with a bane. So that is roll twice
Oh.
and choose the higher number. Your initial.
10 is the first one. 14 is the second. Wait, if I get 14 and I am 14, is that good? Is that bad?
What is your
Means it beats
persuasion? Your persuasion is 12.
Is it 12?
I think it's 12. Yeah. I have
Oh
stuff
my
to
goodness,
shoot
it
here.
is 12. I was looking at my.
So you did not persuade.
When's the first job?
I mean, you're just coming up to me with these, honestly, not that great looking cloaks, and but I like the boldness and the courage to do that. So if you got anything else, I mean, we're hiring, so happy to have an open ear.
I pull back my cloak to reveal weapons, axes, a shield, and I'm also pretty good in combat.
I'll say
I'll never get up again.
During this interaction, Sin's like tavern brawl is still happening behind you. Oh, is that right? He kind of does a light pushes you into like the mosh pit, and just to see how you do. Roll me something. Whether you want to evade, if you want to fight back, whatever the case. You're kind of in the middle of just like a mosh pit of people brawling. A little bit of a food fight.
I will do brawling. I wish no true harm on them.
Oh.
6.
Magnus, your good luck is. That's just 2 over. You have 14 in brawling. You get socked in the face, in the beak, bill? Is that what they're called? And you got a bit of a bruise. But I'll say you're still in this. Fargo kind of chuckles himself, continues watching. Give me an evasion roll. I want to see if you have like someone who's like tossed a flask of something like at your head.
Evade. Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, it's a 17.
Right. Stop rolling so high, dude. You get smacked in the head with a flask of booze. And I'll say Fargo just nods, just like, all right, well, we'll get back to you. Turns around.
I'm not done here. That's a go on.
Lynn, would you like to do anything?
No,
Atlas
thank you.
Stargazer.
Oh, thank you so much for asking. Okay, goodbye. The way you asked it was like there was an option. Okay, cool.
Describe
rolling-
Atlas first.
I will. Stumbling into the tavern, you see a just mess of long white hair, incredibly long ears, little pointy elf ears, and just way too many objects. The person looks like they're dressed like they should be hunting. They're covered in like moss greens and brown leathers, and they have a bow and arrow strung to their back. However, you do notice that the bow has like one too many strings on it. Big round glasses, very adorable and out of their league. They pronouns stumbles into the bar, spilling a multitude of things from their bag. Just everything goes everywhere. Scrolls, paintbrushes, paint, dead rabbits, fish. It's a whole time. Oh god. Oh no, not. Oh shit. Okay, and like tries to like stuff it back in their bag and like take off their bow and like quietly walk over to a corner and just like start strumming their harp, and they're to just start doing a little melody, and puts down a little hat on the ground, clearly for tips, and just very awkwardly starts performing.
Amazing. Do you want to roll a performance?
Sure.
What do you have here? You've got
Got a 12.
You rolled a 12?
No, I have a 12
Oh, on your
for
performance. That's your 5
There's
on
so many
mine.
tabs open. Wait, what? Did I look at the wrong thing?
I think you're looking at yes, you're looking at I was confused
Even
too. So
better.
it's
Okay, I have a
it's
5.
sheet
I
first,
have
then
it
the
set
character
up.
art. Yes.
Okay. Even better. Okay. How do I do this? Because I don't have.
Yes. So
my
if you don't have
dice
a
on me.
slash roll, space, and then D20 should work.
Slash roll me 20.
As an 8. I will say you have a 5 in performance. How does this sound and look, Atlas?
Does this mean that I didn't make the thing?
You did not make
I did not make it. Okay. It's not great. It's not great. They're clearly trying their best. There's a lot of just like ping, like in the middle of a song. Their voice is cracking because they're so nervous. They're like, and the bar and the tavern did play for I don't know if this is permitted to go on long.
Yeah, there's a fight going on, and like in the middle of the fight, someone fully stops. It's like, hey, turn that shit off! And people start to get drawn. Like attention is drawn to the awful music that's happening. Also, thank you for the subscription.
Realizing it's not going well, I think they pick up all of their wares and just start trying to like sell anything. They're like, "Does anyone need? I have if the music's not for you, I have art. I have a bunch of dead rabbits. If dead rabbits are your thing, I'm a really good shot. If anyone needs a bowsman, I'm just really trying to get. If anyone needs would you like the? I need money."
Fargo kind of walks up to you hearing this and seeing this display, and he's just like, you say something about being a good shot there.
Yeah, and I dig into my bag and I pull out an apple and I put it on his head.
What? I don't put it on my head. I don't know if you're a good shot yet or not.
No, you're gonna find out.
He slowly moves and puts it on, you see like nearly passed out, like a drunk little like goblin like head on a table. He like puts the apple on this guy's head. He's like, hey, do that. Then we'll see if you're a good shot or not. Thank you for the subscriptions. This is like, oh, they're gifted. Oh my goodness, just lay low. My goodness. However many subs, I guess everyone gets a partake inspo. Is that what the idea is here? Let us know if that's cool. If so, I would say everyone has a bardic inspo. So whenever you want,
roll literally any of them.
yeah, if you want to roll anything and I guess subtract a d6, not add, feel free to do so, and including Lynn if you want to do that for this one.
No, I want to kill the guy. That's how I'll get in this. What should I roll something?
Yes, so you have a bow stat. So on your sheet, in the weapon skills, your bow stat is a 14. So you're just rolling a d20 and you're trying to get it below 14.
Oh, weapon skills and then bows. I'm below 14. Okay, cool. Let's pray for this goblin's life.
You want to use that d6?
No, nope. I'll shoot him in the leg.
Yeah, no, you shoot him and the arrow hits him right in the butt and he's like, eow! And he like flies up into the ceiling, wakes up, thinks it is part of the brawl, and he gets involved in the mosh pit. But I mean, were you aiming for the apple or were you aiming for his rump?
See, apple, very, you know what, it could be, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Sorry, what?
That's what I was aiming for. Did you think the apple? Oh, sorry, no, that apple. I hit that.
Roll me a persuasion, because he can actually believe you. Your persuasion is a 5.
Thank you.
These high rolls. Do you want to use the d6 now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a d6.
Okay. Oh,
We're off to a great start, folks.
yeah, I'm
Laying the
That's a
crying a
great
little.
start. Yeah. We're off to a great start. Oh,
Okay.
wow, amazing. A 6 on the D6. So that's
Wow.
technically a 2. Yeah, Fargo's just like, well, then you're hired. That's a pretty darn good shot, if I say so myself.
Wow, amazing! Thank you so much. And I start like putting everything away, and I'm just like gonna just stand awkwardly with him until the next thing happens. Like, thank you so much. And I'm just gonna stand a little too
Yeah, he'll
close.
kind of rally all you together, and like as he's about to leave, he like kind of turns to Versace, and he's just like, I mean, it's a pretty big gig, and I don't want to, don't want to risk fucking it up. So we could use all the help we can get. If you think you can really be a part of this and in a positive way, we'll
I
take
don't
you.
take handouts. Until now.
All right. He
You won't
will
regret it.
gather you all and leave the bar as the I guess the fight just keeps going. Very dope. You guys, that's just a little warm up. Clearly, get the shitty rolls out of the way. Hopefully. Amazing. Cool. Fargo kind of has like one of these like caravan things with horses, and I'll say he gathers you guys. You guys get inside the caravan, and he kind of ushers you back to his camp to meet the rest of the Midnight Troupe. And then this is that nice little music that you guys liked. How about this? You guys kind of probably spent a couple hours. You know what? It's actually quite far. You're going from like Diamond to the first fortress, so it's actually maybe like a day's worth of travel to like at like top speed to get there. And you travel back to the camp. You see within the mountains there's a little like grassy area. There's trees, a little campfire, some tents set up, and you see kind of walking around a couple different characters they can assume are all part of the Midnight Troupe. You see this tall elven woman with blonde hair. You see a man dressed in armor and with like a badge that you do notice. If anyone wants to roll is there a history roll in this game? Anyone wants to roll I guess maybe myths and legends? Yeah, that makes sense. To see if you recognize what this badge might be.
I'm paying attention to his fashion, so what he's wearing.
He's like in a full suit of like knight's armor. Yeah, legends and myths.
Can I pretend I didn't roll?
Oh no, what happened?
I rolled 10.
What's your stat?
Definitely 10. Not 5.
Oh no. Anyone else? Anyone succeed?
No.
No.
12, and mine is a 10, so
Oh
I
my
rolled a 12.
Yeah, none of you seem to recognize what this badge means. Wow, these rolls today, guys. We're in for an adventure. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Cool.
There's some nincompoop.
Yeah, you see
Must
a
be
guy
just starting out.
dressed in full like a knight's armor almost, with a badge. And you see, just a couple other assassins kind of wandering around. Fargo kind of introduces you to them all. And I mean, before anything else, does anyone want to interact with any of these people?
I think I want to eavesdrop.
Yeah. Do they tell us where we're going? Specifically?
No one seems to be
Job.
talking about the gig just yet. It's just like, for the most part, just like light conversation, just nothing to do with the mission itself. They seem to be waiting for something, actually. And I guess if no one else wants to, I mean, does anyone want to interact with any of these people? All right.
Where does that fancy badge come from? I've
straight
not
up.
seen it anywhere. Did you make that? I'm trying to find a supplier for some things that I'm trying to create. Could you hook me up?
Oh, this is was a former Diamond City Guard, and this was the badge that they gave us.
I'm wondering how I didn't manage to recognize that.
I'm wondering how none of you managed to recognize that. That was the city y'all just came from. Yeah, so
That's right.
he was a former city guard, and you would know that, like, similar to like a police badge. But it's kind of roughed up, and there's like cracks in it. It's old. And as you said, he was a former city guard. But he hung on to the badge. But he's got that going on for him. So I didn't actually make this. Don't know about no supplier or nothing, but I mean, I could ask.
How does someone go from being a guard to a criminal? Right? We're
Well, I wouldn't call us criminals, but just people trying to make ends meet. You know, I just wasn't really down with what they were doing in Diamond, and story for another day. Just not down with the system, if that makes sense.
Oh, no, curse the system, all of them.
Curse the system. Yeah, as you kind of like make small talk with the various Midnight Troupe members, you see an elf coming back into the camp who looks a little bit like this. Bam! He's got Lynn, you might remember this guy. He's got silvery blonde hair, piercing green eyes, a mask over his face, and a hood. You guys may know this as, if you had heard about the Midnight Troupe, you guys might know this as Daniel Moonfellow, who is the leader of the Midnight Troupe. You see him kind of like dragging back like a deer carcass to the camp, and you can realize now that the rest of the troop was just waiting for him to get back to figure out this whole mission thing. He comes back to the camp, immediately looks at all of you that he does not recognize. And he turns to Fargo and he's just like, Fargo, you can't keep bringing strangers back to our camp. We can't be this secret, mysterious mercenary group if you keep bringing random people here. Fargo's like, oh, I don't know. I thought we might, you could use the extra hands. You know, it's a big job coming up. He kind of just sighs, looks at you guys, like drops this deer carcass onto a table, and begins like just like cutting into it. Look at you all, and he's just like, well, are you useful for anything? Are you, what are you all here for?
Can I say that as soon as he looks away from the deer, I also start like expertly taking it apart with him?
Oh, the deer?
Like,
oh, yeah.
Side, just, like,
sure. What's the role for that? Hunting and fishing?
It's all I'm good at, so I'm like just trying to prove worth, but awkwardly.
I guess that skill would be considered hunting and fishing. Let's do it.
Okay.
You got a 14 on that.
Please don't let me butcher this deer. Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, nice. Amazing. Yeah, you do a pretty good job. You've done this before. He kind of nods as you do it, and he's just like, well, I appreciate the assistance. Are you all here for, I suppose, this big money gig that we've got coming up?
Big money, yes.
What
I
are you?
substitute food as payment.
Well, we've got plenty here. As he like kind of like starts like handing out to everybody pieces of dinner, I suppose. He looks at you all. I was like, well, with this upcoming gig, we're gonna need good fighters, and based on how you all look and are just standing there, I can't imagine any of you are any good at it. But if you want to prove me wrong, then follow me. He kind of brings you all to this little like area in the center of the camp that's like where everything else was kind of like a grassy area. This is almost like a sandy pit of sorts that seems to be like carved out for like training and like combat stuff. He kind of brings you into this little group, and this is where we teach everyone how to do combat. So he goes into like one of the larger caravans that is parked, and he pulls out these several cages, and within these cages you see these like harpies, these like grotesque looking humanoid creatures with like wings and like sharp talons that are just like as they're like trying to get out. But you see they're chained to like these heavy weights. He kind of puts them in the center of this little like ring of sorts that he's made. He's just like, well, if you think you can fight, then show me what you got. He kind of opens these cages up, and they are like kind of tethered down so they can't fully fly away. But these harpies come out and start to head toward y'all. And let me bring you to...
Can I try to pickpocket him on the way to fight these harpies?
Oh, hell yes. I would love for you to do that.
They make feathered creatures look bad, these harpies.
What'd you get?
I got a 10 under 14.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, as you...
If he has like a pocket watch or something, I'd love to like take that off him.
Yeah, I'll say, he has like a little bit like of a vest under the cloak, and you see like a little chain just peeking out of it. And as he walks, and I'll say as he's like kind of like unlatching these cages and is preoccupied, you grab one of these little treasures that he's got on him. And you see this like gold engraved, clearly stolen pocket watch that like kind of opens up, one of those ones. It kind of like opens up and there's like a sundial type looking thing on it. It's pretty cool. That's yours now.
Leading the way to navigate us there.
Yes.
Can I do beast lore check to see if there's a way I can take one down quickly, doing like without hurting it too much?
Sure. Give me beast lore.
3.
What's your beast lore?
Sorry, I have so many tabs.
I know, me too. I'm
5.
Like, okay, yeah, cool. I will say, let's see, harpies. A way to take them down quickly. I'll say one thing that you know is that they fly. So you will need to use ranged attacks or a long weapon of sorts. I believe they have something in particular that find it. This is my first time reading these monster blocks. Yes, wings. They attack from the air and can only be engaged with ranged weapons or long melee weapons. You do know that they have something called cowardly, but I'll say like in your travels, if you've come across these, you know that when most of the flock, which you can see there's like 3 that he's letting out in front of you, dies or is like taken out, the rest flee. I'll say that's what you get for now. And if you like start fighting them and you do a little something or do something, you may learn more about them. And I'll honor that same role. Anyone else want to do anything before we?
As soon as they're released, I throw an axe at my biggest axe. I just chuck it at it.
All right, let's see.
There is room for a mercy kill in my heart.
All right, so you see here a little camp, little grass here, a little dirt pit here. They're kind of chained to like these weights, so they have a limited distance they can fly up. But yeah, you've got a couple onlookers here at the campfire. But here are you guys. Let me zoom in a bit so the chat can see. We've got Reika, we've got Versace, we've got Atlas, and we've got Dib. Look at y'all.
Before I leave the deer carcass, can I take some of the raw meat with me?
Yes, you may. Yes, you may. I know what you're thinking, Lynn. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, you're hungry. All right, cool. So he throws you guys in the ring, asks you guys to impress him. Let me know if this music is too loud. Cool. So we will do, so the way initiative works in Dragonbane is there's a deck of 10 cards and each player draws a card and whatever number they are, that is the numbered order they are. However, because we're not in person and I do not have cards, what we're gonna do is we're each gonna roll a d10 in whatever order that we want, and then if that number has already been rolled, we'll just roll again. So in that case, let me get the initiative up. Okay. Does anyone want to roll first?
I did for my axe throw, and it was a demon.
Oh.
So as soon as I throw it, I turn around and look at the group and say, "This is how it's done," or "That's how it's done," without looking at where it went. I'm very confident.
Oh yeah, it went into like the bushes. You've lost an axe. So a demon, for those of you who know, nat 20s, which is a critical fail, is a demon, and a dragon is a nat 1, which is a crit success. Yeah, you've lost your axe now. Sorry. Yeah, let's roll initiative. I'll say that kind of kicks off this battle. 7. Alrighty. Dib's got a 7. Anyone else? D10? Is that 3?
2.
Yeah.
3.
Are we rolling d10s?
Yeah, D10.
I think
Wait,
I
Versace, you got a 2?
misunderstood what you meant. Yeah, I got a 2.
Got me.
No worries. I like that you threw an axe.
Start things off exciting.
8. Did anyone else? Oh, 8. Cool. 8. So I believe in this game, monsters have several. They can't have several initiative orders, which is neat. Roll for each of them. All right. So first up is Harpy number 1. Swoops down and is going to. Ooh. The player character who wears the most metal. That's gotta be Versace, right?
Is that me? This is fake metal, just like my feathers.
It's
But
shiny
it's the
enough, though,
shiniest.
probably, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, let's see. May
Still
hurt.
looking away as they're rushing at me.
Ooh. Okay. Ouch. This is gonna hurt. This one flies forward. So each of these, I mean, technically they're like a flock. In Dragonbane, like each one thing represents like a flock of them, but I'll just say there's just 3 large ones. This one swoops down, slashes you with its talons, inflicting 7 points of damage to you. This is why I said I added 10 to each of your HP pools, because this might hurt.
However, I have 6 points of armor, so it only gets me for 1.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. So the way armor works is it subtracts whatever the armor rating is off of the damage, which is pretty dope. Cool. So that happens, and also upon hit, lifts you into the air, and you're dropped a height of D3 plus 3 meters, which is...
You think you're so good just because you can fly with your silly little wings, huh?
Yeah, grabs you, tosses you. You're gonna take a bit of falling damage. 3, and I believe that probably gets soaked up by armor as well.
I don't know if environmental damage does.
Yeah, I feel like environmental damage is probably...
I can look that
I don't
up
think
while...
it does.
Okay. So yeah, you're just gonna take 3 as you hit the ground real hard, and then this thing kind of hovers around you. Bit. What are you at now?
Took 4 points of damage out of 26. I'm at 22.
Well, it's your turn now to seek vengeance.
What do I have left? A short sword and a small shield. Oh, I just realized with my ill-tempered ability, I could have re-rolled one of those in the beginning.
Oh, well. It's okay, we're all learning.
I will dust myself off, make sure that my golden feathers are still gleaming in their fakeish plastic look. And I will... there's nothing like throwing sand in their eyes, huh? I'm just going to go for an attack. I'm going to take out my little short sword, and I'm going to jump. I'm going to leap at them. And I'm going to aim specifically for their wings.
So they specifically... Is it a long melee? No, it's a short melee weapon, right?
Yes. But the range is the same as a battle. The range is 2.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hit it because they have a specific thing that says they can only be engaged with by ranged weapons or long melee weapons.
Can I
toss a sword?
My shield. Can I Captain America my shield?
That is dope. So fucking yeah, go for it. I don't know what role that would be. Is there a shield roll?
It says I have a small shield and it's bludgeoning. So
yeah, that's probably like hitting like someone with it. But I'll say if you want to roll, like in terms of like a roll, maybe like a hammer roll.
Hammer. I'll take it.
Because it's like you're like kind of like smacking it with it, right?
Yeah.
Roll me a hammer weapon skill. See if that hits.
Come on. Yes, finally, a 7. First success.
So the way, so rather than D&D, which most people may be used to, rather than having armor class, and I guess the enemies being like agile enough to dodge you, it's the other way around where like you have to roll within your skill number to hit, and it's more like, are you that good at using your thing? Hey Matt, what's up? Cool. So how do you toss this shield at this harpy?
Still on the ground, sort of getting up while spinning, like twisting my legs and doing this sort of shock put. Actually, it's completely different motion than shock put. But anyway, just sort of spinning around and releasing the shield in wild. As I am pissed now. And I will say, like, if someone's within 2 spaces of me, or what was it? If someone is within 2 meters, I can take their damage. So I will say, even though I threw my shield and my axe and I was completely humiliated in front of all of you, trust me, I can defend you. Put your faith in me.
You see that Daniil is in the corner just taking notes, watching you guys, as this shield smacks this harpy in the face. Roll damage. How much damage is that?
1d8, I believe. Yes, smash.
Eat.
3 plus, and then do I roll a d4 or do I for the damage bonus?
What does it say?
Do I just add 4?
I think it's just 4, right?
What's this d4, which is a little bit confusing? Just damage 4? Maybe that's what that means.
Sorry, let me pull up your sheet. Small shield. It says D8, right?
It does say D8, but each person has like a damage bonus for strength or agility.
Oh, I see.
And I have a D4.
I guess roll that.
Okay.
You're doing it wrong. Don't yell at us. Really.
5 total points of glorious damage.
All right. That 5 total.
Yes. Sorry for taking so long, guys.
Thank you for the cheer. No worries. We're learning. This harpy is looking a little hurt as reels back in pain. And if that is your turn, break up.
That is.
I have some questions.
Yes.
So,
shoot me with all the questions.
Would jumping count as movement or as an action or a free action?
If you're doing like a leap, I believe. In the rules, it does say you can use that as your movement, I believe.
Okay. Specifically, if I were to jump and try and grab onto the chain, would that be movement or an action?
Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure you... Okay, actions and movement. Yeah, leaping. As part of your movement, you can make a horizontal leap as long as half your... Okay, that's horizontal. It doesn't say anything about. I'll say you can do a vertical leap. Fuck it, why not? I'll say it just uses your movement.
Okay.
Or however high you're jumping.
So I'm having trouble moving my token, but the intention is I would like to try and jump to grab the chain and use brawling to whip the harpy down onto the ground.
Okay. You should be able to. Are you on the arrow tool? You should be able to click Reka.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Them? Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Let me get a couple rolls from you, actually. Let's get. Because you're leaping, I feel like this is an acrobatics to like successfully get up there. And then I'll say the brawling to like yank them down. Okay. You've got a 12 and a 14 to get within.
So 5 for the acrobatics.
Amazing. Yeah, you jump right up.
2 for brawling.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, how do you yank this harpy down to the ground?
I kind of get on all fours to leap up, and I grab the chain like just by their ankle and like pull it with my body weight down into the ground.
Amazing. Slams into the ground. I'll say it even maybe takes a little bit of damage from that. Youch. This guy's looking real hurt after that, and is now grounded. Do you want to like keep holding onto the chain, or like step on it, or like?
If I still have movement, I would like to specifically step on its wing.
Okay. Oh, on its wing. Okay, sure. I'll let you do that. Yeah, I'll say it's pretty grounded at this moment. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn? I'll say that's an action.
Not that I think I have actions for.
Okay, cool.
No.
RB. So this one is going to, you know what? It's going to try to go for its homie. Save its homie. What do we have here? Oh. Ugh. Okay. You see it swoop down. Eye gouge. The creatures target an unfortunate player character and try to tear the victim's eyes out with their sharp claws. Ugh. Okay. Well,
Character development happening fast.
You know what? I have a good sense of smell. It's fine.
Ouchie. Okay, so so sorry. This is going to be 4 damage as the talon just rip into one of your eyes. So you take 4 damage and you're now blinded. So you act as if in total darkness for 1 stretch. So I'll say for this combat. And by that, darkness means that there's a condition. Sorry, not a condition. If something's dimly lit, there's a bane on all ranged attacks. So darkness as well.
Question, because it hit my eyes, does my armor stop any of that damage or no? Because I don't have a helmet, but I am wearing armor.
I feel like it's RP wise. I guess it's your face. Let's say no. It wasn't that much damage. You're fine. Sorry, let me just look up darkness for a second. In complete darkness, you cannot dash. Reka cannot dash or hit enemies with ranged attacks. To attack an enemy in melee combat, you must first make an awareness roll. So that'll last for the rest of the combat, as your eyes just like, I wouldn't say your eyes fully gone, but like it's like slashed enough that it needs a little healing. And that's that.
Chris, could you actually quickly go over the time? Because you said stretch, and I actually like the time system in this a little bit.
Yeah. So I believe, so what's considered like a short rest would be like a stretch rest. So it's like a short amount of time. and then a shift is like a whole like night or day or like a long rest amount of time, and then a round I believe is 10 seconds. Very cool. Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, very cool. Dib Brandywine.
If that is still a grounded beast, I
The
imagine
one on the
that,
floor, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Face to
If
face.
Rika hasn't let it go,
Mhm.
Dib is going to haul ass over here and slash at it with.
Oh yeah.
I have
So it's this one that's grounded, the one that's like immediately
it's that one.
beside, yes, the one that Reika
just
kind of
kidding.
is like on.
I'm
yeah.
gonna go right there.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to stab that with my
And
dagger.
you have sneak attack because Reika's right there.
I
which
do.
is
I
amazing.
can spend 3 willpower points to activate my sneak attack.
Oof.
So yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Sweet.
Come back around the side so that it can't see me. It says
Yeah, so the way in Dragonbane, like rather than spell slots and like charges of things, there's just a willpower pool that I believe is similar to like your will stat. And then those get used, and there's like certain costs for things, which I think is really cool.
it is cool.
Yeah, rather than have like separate things, and yeah. So you spend 3, roll me an attack, and you get a boon on that, right?
I do a boon on that, and then I get an extra D8 with my rolling of my damage.
This Harvey's gonna be done. But yeah, roll me a sword attack, I believe.
That one's bad. Ha! 5 under 14.
Amazing. Roll me damage. I'm pretty positive you got this. Got this little guy.
That's 6 points of damage.
Alrighty. How do you take out this grounded harpy that's, I guess, kind of resting under Reika's foot?
I think Dib kind of runs up and like bounces off of like Reika's like your foreleg kind of that's like planted firmly on top to like get the momentum to just stab it right through the heart.
Amazing.
Like just puts all their weight on it and like looks up from the dirt and is like, thanks for the assist.
The life leaves his eyes and it collapses. I mean, it's already on the ground, but you see, like it was like kind of like struggling, and then it just kind of stops. E dead. I'm just gonna move it this way, so it looks like it's Xing all of you. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. Atlas Stargazer.
Oh, that's me. I was like, okay.
Lynn Unlimited.
It's now me. Question, because I'm trying to figure out how far away I can be and still hit them. How much is each one of these squares?
2 meters.
Oh.
So in Dragonbane it goes by meters.
Mhm.
Because I guess it's not American. Americans use feet. Like us Canadians, we use meters. So yeah, it's 2 meters per square.
And the
Okay.
rest of the world.
Yeah, and the rest of the world.
Um,
And I believe
that's
also
a
just
little
a thing as well. Your movement, for example. So say I'm just looking at Reika's. If your movement is 14, that's like 14 meters. So it's technically 7 spaces, right? Because each thing is worth 2. Rather than like in D&D where it's like counts the spaces. Well, I guess 25 feet. I guess it is the same kind of measurement. But yeah, just everything is 2 meters, Lynn.
Okay, then I'm gonna see all of what just happened and take a nervous step back if I can.
Okay.
Because my range is still 100 on my bow, so it's fine. But
Oh yeah,
I
perfect.
don't want them near me. So yeah, startled by that, gonna take a step back as she's way in over her head. I don't think now. I don't know if this would be on this turn or another turn, but if I wanted to throw something, that would be strength, or that would be...
What are you trying to throw? Oh, the meat?
Yeah. I don't know that it'll happen now, but just like, what would that be?
I would say chucking it is probably a strength roll. Yeah.
Shit. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, unless you can justify like acrobatically doing it.
Ooh.
Or if like you have one of your weapon skills, like knives, like throwing a knife.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that might be able. I don't know. I've confused myself with this now. I'm going to. The one that's still alive over by Reika. How hurt does it look?
That one I don't think has taken any damage yet.
Would I? The other guy is so far away.
Yeah.
Like so far away. Okay, that's fine then. I'm going to use 3 willpower shots to do a twin shot. So Atlas is going to notch 2 arrows onto their bow, 1 on each of the strings.
Oh, cool.
Hit over by the one that's by Reika, and as they let go, it like strums like a harp.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, read how the twin shot works.
So by activating this ability when attacking with the bow, you shoot 2 arrows instead of 1. Roll just once to hit with a bane. Damage is rolled separately. The arrows can be directed at the same target or 2 different targets.
That's neat. Ooh. You want to do both 2 different? Or 2 in 1?
I feel like the ones that are like up in our face are more of a problem, so I'll do 2 into 1.
Okay, this one right here. So roll me 1 attack with a bane, so that's twice, and you choose the higher number. And you also have a boon still from earlier, right? The dono.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the higher would be a 5.
That's still a hit, right? Cool. So roll damage twice.
So damage is a
As you
D12.
as there's like a musical note that comes from. I think it's so cool, the harp bow. You hit this harpy.
D12. So roll twice?
Roll damage twice, yeah.
Okay.
I believe for you is
So that's a 10 and a 2.
12. Yeah, okay, 10 and a 2. 12 damage total. Ouch. How do you take out this harpy with 1 fell swoop?
Incredibly awkwardly. They getting their stuff ready. They put the arrows on. They go, "Oh God, please let this work!" And it shoots, and it will go into both of their eyes as the harp strums.
Sweet.
And then Atlas will just be like, "Oh, thank God."
Crashes to the ground, lifeless. Has got 2 arrows sticking out of its eyes now. Reika, you look as the one that just took out your eyes now is eyeless. Cool. Is that it, Alice? Is that your whole turn?
Reika wouldn't know.
I don't.
Okay.
How do the turns work the same? Oh, there's no bonus actions and actions here, right? Like, how does?
So turns are just movement and 1 action, actually.
Okay.
And if you do a reaction, you can only do a reaction if you haven't gone yet, and then if you do a reaction, your turn is like basically skipped, basically.
Okay.
Which is it's interesting. Cool. Gotcha. Last harpy is going to. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right. It's kind of messed up. This harpy swoops towards you, lets out this like ear-piercing screech, like, and it kind of gets in your brain a little bit. Threatening cackle. Everyone, give me a will roll to resist this. So this would be in your at the top, your attributes, your will. Whatever your roll should be below that.
Versace is unscathed.
Wait,
Amazing.
Natural 1. Got a
Oh,
dragon,
nice.
baby.
Amazing.
okay.
4.
Well, maybe unscathed. I don't know what the whole thing
14 under 15.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
Ooh,
Uh,
spicy.
Atlas, you as well?
Scary.
I did not make it.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess everyone else made it, though. So what happens is you are now feared, which means I believe fear you have to roll on like a fear chart. Just kind of cool.
I was gonna say, does my social anxiety negate this? I'm already fearful.
Here, so fear table. So yeah, so fear is
It's like
you must
throwing
immediately
water
make
at
a
the
will.
ocean.
Okay. Do you want to push it, Lynn? So in this game, there's something called pushing a roll, which is basically you can roll again for it, but if you do, you get the condition associated with that attribute.
Wait, wouldn't
Right.
I get it either way?
No, sorry. The condition that's associated with will is should be
Oh.
under your sheet.
Also scared.
It's scared.
It's
But
also
scared.
scared.
So the conditions that happen when you push things are more RP based. Like exhausted, sickly, dazed, angry, scared, disheartened are things that you RP for however long they last. But
Okay.
fear that you're fighting against right now is an actual condition where you're gonna have to roll on like a fear table and stuff. It's pretty gnarly. Up to you.
I also do have. This is the thing, is where I'm like, I do have another. I have a boon, a thing, but this is like the test match. This is like the
yeah,
real,
true, yeah.
the real one. I'm like, I should probably hold on to that. I
Yeah,
will. I'll just
Take
take
it.
it, I suppose.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
basically, you must roll on the will table. So roll me a d8, Lynn.
This actually
There's-
checks so hard for the
There's
character, and I'm very
8 options.
happy about it. Okay, let's go. I got an 8.
Wild panic. In a fit of utter panic, you flee the scene
No.
as fast as you can. On your next turn, you must dash away from the source of your fear. Make another will roll on each subsequent turn. Not an action to stop running and act normally again.
So Atlas
Yes.
just killed that one harpy and then starts having a panic attack. They did too well.
Yes. Yeah. You see just like bloodlust in this one's eyes that it looks right at you and just scares the bejeebies out of you.
Shit,
So that's
shit,
on your
shit.
next turn.
Okay. That's good.
Cool. Versace.
There's just one left.
Yes.
And I only have one more projectile. This is definitely meant for this, right? I'm going to get in front of Dib,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to wait. Is attacking with a melee weapon just completely not like it doesn't make any sense right now? Like it isn't going to go through.
No, because it's in the air. Yeah, it has to be ranged, or
Shucking the.
or a long weapon, because there's some weapons that are long.
Did my shield land close by?
I'll say you can pick it up if you want.
Okay, so here's
Yeah.
what I'll do. I'll pick up the shield and I will throw the short sword and I will position myself. And you know what? I forgot the best practice here is me moving my character. So let's go ahead and do that.
I believe. Let me just double check, but I believe in combat, picking up something is
Let's not waste time with that then. I'm just gonna throw the blade and just crack my crack my feathery or non-feathery hands. Let's roll for it, baby.
Yeah.
10, excellent. And I'm guessing that would be short sword. Sword. So, got it. And then damage is 1d10. 8 with another roll from this plus 12 points of damage.
Oh wow, that's really good. How do you take out this RP?
I am going to, not knowing how successful I will be, just dash in front of Dib, take up a defensive position, and then throw my short sword. As it, I'm just expecting it to miss, but as it embeds itself directly in between the eyes of this harpy, I will walk towards it and take off my own golden faux feathered cloak and lay it over the disgusting abomination. And I will say, every creature on this planet deserves to feel beautiful at least once in its life, in life or death. And that'll be it.
So poetic, Versace. Cool. And that is the last RP.
And I'll pull out another blue cloak and just put it on.
Yeah, you can gather your shit that's like strewn about the battlefield. You guys lived. Cool. As you guys get rid of the final one, Fargo will like come around and give you guys all a healing potion, which is 2d6 of healing if you need it.
You'll have to find me in the trees. I've run away.
yeah. Oh, Atlas, where are you? Atlas. As the battle ends, I'll say the sun begins to set. Daniil kind of comes up to you and he's like, "That was rather impressive. You really showed your worth there. I thought you all were goners after this duck over here was fumbling hard at the beginning. But you brought it back. Nice kill."
Dib strides over and is like, "Maybe next time you shouldn't underestimate us," and tosses him like coin flips him his pocket watch.
Hey, looks down at like where his pocket was. Sneaky. That's good. Looks
good.
over, gives like a approving nod to Fargo as well. So he gathers like the entire Midnight Troupe that's there around a bit of a fire. So he kind of like pulls out this like kind of crinkled up note that he has. And he kind of looks at it and is like scanning it with his eyes and then speaking to you while he's doing it. So I met with the Thordrak, the Forge Master, in the caverns of Duluthuru, which is right here on the map. But special inside info of how to sneak into Dreadfell and assassinate one of Murgax's generals, which is our job given to us. His name's Bulgrim the Carver, if any of you have heard of him. And the prize is 50,000 GP. That'll be split amongst all of us, including you. So it is a pretty important gig, probably the biggest that we've had. And you guys know that the Midnight Troupe is like an up-and-coming group. So they are very much in a place where they are trying to like prove themselves, make themselves known, do something good. Apparently the Kingdom of Renaha was informed via Defector that Murgax would begin an invasion actually on New Year's Eve, and Renaha is forming a bit of a counterattack. And this assassination that we're tasked with is a preliminary attack to destabilize their forces. Our thought is that without their general, their main armies will be like a chicken running without a head. So that's our job. So we've got a bit of time before the clock strikes midnight. And Dreadfell is quite a bit of a journey's away. Luckily, I have this map through the caverns of Duluthuru, which should get us there quickly. So if you're all on board, we're happy to have you.
What is this general, Bulgrim? What does he wear? How will we identify him, and how will I judge him?
He kind of shows you this little piece of paper that he had that has some of these details. So I'm told that they're having a bit of a New Year's Eve party before the attack at this tavern in Dreadfell named the Milky Teat. And there's a bit of a crude drawing here of what he looks like. He's got a large scar. He's got a bit of a bun, ponytail thing going on. He's got large tusks. And when we're done, we're supposed to meet Thordrak back in the caverns of Duluthuru. Somewhere in there. And this is all I've got. this little drawing here. So if you see a large orc that looks like this over here, then that's probably our target.
He won't be going down the runway anytime soon.
Nope. Any questions? Cool. So that is the job that you're tasked with. And so I'll say the time it takes to get to, you guys are in and around like the first fortress and then like the Undying Gates. The Midnight Troupe knows of secret caverns and passageways to get through the Undying Gate. So just a bit of context for those who aren't familiar with the world. The first fortress is kind of like a Castle Black-esque wall that kind of defends Renahar from everything over from that side. Ungumad, which has all the evil bad stuff. And the Undying Gate is kind of the reverse. It's their kind of line of defense against you guys. But there are hidden passageways and caverns that the Midnight Troupe uses to flip between the two. So you guys kind of travel through that. And I'll say you spend a bit of time, and I'll say the trek to the Lultharu is like an overnight trek to get there. Through the passageways. And so Daniil comes with you, Fargo comes with you, and a couple of the assassins that were there at the camp. A couple of them stay behind as well to watch their camp. But Daniil brings you, as he looks at this map, to the entrance to one of the many dozens of entrances of the caverns of Dulutharu. Do you guys want to roll me a myths and legends thing to see what you guys know about this place?
I have no idea.
Same.
Oh no!
I got a 5 out of 5.
Oh, there you go. So the caverns of Dulutharu are like, you know that there's like a pretty renowned secret forge within it that is known to build a lot of the best like magical weapons. And you know the Forge Master Thordrak is who Daniil has been speaking about. He's the one that's tasked you with this job. But you also know that within these caverns, like it's almost like a network of like winding paths that can lead to various places within Ungumad, but also even Renahar. So you are taking a specific pathway through these caverns to get to Dreadfall, which is all the way over here. That is essentially like a shortcut that kind of makes your travel there a lot quicker, a lot easier, presumably. That's pretty much what the caverns are. Nothing too crazy. Daniil leads you to the entrance of these caverns, and you kind of walk through a very dark, dimly lit cave. However, there does seem to be torches like on the walls. Like people do travel through these to a degree. And as you, I'll say you spend a good maybe hour or two navigating a couple a cavern paths, as like Daniil has a map and is like kind of navigating it. However, everyone roll me like what's the equivalent of a perception roll for you guys?
Maybe spot hidden.
Spot hidden or aware. I would even say awareness, whichever you prefer.
Well, they're the same, so let's do this. So I am possessed by demons.
Oh no!
You know what? Same.
Oh no! You gotta. The one time you don't want nat 20s.
Not hidden.
I actually just realized I've never been in a cave before. This is what caves are like? Why would anybody ever?
Hey,
Oh, not my favorite place either. Sorry, what?
Spot hidden or sneaking?
Spot hidden or awareness, I would say.
Oh.
Oh, just lay low. You bless us so. Thank you for the gifted subs. If you'd like to gift everyone a bardic inspiration again, I think you have 2 now. Some of you.
You're not laying low at all, and I'm
not laying low at all. That's a inaccurate name. Sorry. Did anyone pass their awareness or?
I just made it.
No.
Okay. Damn. All right. So,
This is just lay low.
as you maneuver these dark twisted caves. Atlas, you notice with your keen... What do you have an eye see? You notice with your keen eyesight, even though it is dark, I guess you'll have torches and stuff, but no one else seems to notice this, but you see, like, bits of webbing kind of dangling off the ceiling, a little bit on the wall, little, like, normal-sized spiders kind of crawling in and around this area, but a little more concentrated in certain in certain areas. And Lynn, you notice this first before anyone. You kind of turn around with your little group traveling these caves, and you notice that guy with the full suit of armor and the badge, the Diamond City Guard badge, is missing. Has disappeared.
Can I like tap whoever might be near me and just start like a telephone chain of just like there's a lot of spiders. And does anyone else notice that that guy isn't here anymore?
If I don't see it, it doesn't exist, so nobody's here.
You think no one's here?
Can I do another awareness and see
It's
if I
my coping
smell
mechanism.
the same smell?
Oh, yeah, sure.
before?
Roll me an awareness for like the smell of the guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh, 1.
Oh, okay. Before I like let you know what you see. Dib, did you want to say something?
Not anymore. not with a natural one.
Yes,
please.
sure. Okay. As you guys continue walking, like kind of the whole group is kind of alerted to this as Atlas, you bring it to their attention. They're like, oh yeah, like yeah, where did Gerald go? Reka, you try to look for his scent, and it leads you up a bit. And as you kind of look up, like along one of the walls toward like the ceiling, you see a figure that's like wrapped up, like heavily in webbing already, and looming over it. As you look up and you like kind of bring your torchlight up, you see a giant spider kind of just like spinning him up. And as you shine the light of it, looks you dead in the eyes, and like it has like these glowing red eyes, and then scuttles down the wall toward your group. You see a big old Spidey.
Can I react and throw something at it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say like as it's making its way down the wall. What do you want to throw?
I want to throw my short spear at it.
Okay, sure. Do it.
I just see it and I'm like, nope, absolutely not. I got a 3.
That's a
out of
pass?
14.
All right. Roll me damage.
I know which dice are which. It's fine.
Is that like a little whispering baby?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh, God.
Cave
It's just like
ambiance.
That is 9 dammies for you.
9 damage.
Dammies!
9 damage. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, as I do that, I turn to Atlas. You found a friend.
Da, da, da. Set up this.
Shrink back and reach for an arrow.
This is another test.
And this is a bow and
right?
arrow,
We're
not a
perfectly safe.
burrito.
All right, cool. So as this thing, I'll say it's a bit closer just because you were able to hit it. You said 9 damage?
Yeah.
Gotcha. It winces in pain as I guess it digs into it and it's like in it now. You see a giant spider, and I guess everyone at this point sees this giant spider crawling very rapidly toward you all. It looks a little something like this. If you want to scroll down a bit, this is something going on there.
Down a bit.
Go to the
I'd
bottom
rather not.
left of this.
A late joining
yum.
member of the Midnight Troupe? What do you do?
Let's see. Can you guys see all this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do I want to see it?
Probably not, honestly. You see a giant spider. And it is a little aggravated now that it's got a short spear sticking out of its belly, I guess. Would anyone else want to do anything before it takes a little leap towards you?
Sorry, just a little clarity on the lighting situation.
Yes.
Is there an equivalent of dark vision, or like, is there low light in here? Is there any light at all?
So
Or
low
just
light,
all without
it does say when things are dimly lit that ranged attacks have a bane, I believe. I'll say this area that you are in with the torches on the walls is fine. However, once you go in here, unless you have like a torch, the immediately surrounding, I think 10 meters is lit with a torch. But it will be dim once you like cross this like little line of light here, and that affects ranged abilities.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
And which of all these little mummies is our big buddy? Do we know? I guess the
Yeah,
big
I'll
guy,
say
do you
it's
sniff for them?
say it's this one. Well, I'll say Reika found it. You can smell his scent coming from this one.
I can't see where you're looking for some reason. Oh, up there. Okay.
Here? Up here, yeah, sorry, you might
I'm just
scroll.
having an issue getting the full map in view.
Yeah, it's a big one. I realize it's a real big one. But yeah, if anyone wants to roll me a d10, we can get initiatives going.
7.
9.
Yes.
7, 9. Atlas, Reika.
2.
Who?
2.
Atlas, what'd you get?
7.
Can you roll again? I think we got a 7 already.
Oh, okay.
5.
5?
I think we're good. The spider. Going to roll. 2 2s. 3 3. First up is Reika.
Does using one of my willpower abilities use up an action?
What does it say? What's the ability?
Yeah, it'll say it on your.
You can use this ability to designate a creature in sight or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. Oh yeah, it does count as an action.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
smart, guys.
Yeah,
I
no worries.
promise.
No worries, we're learning.
I am
New
going
system,
to
who dis?
move. I can't make it super far, but I will go towards the front of the group.
Okay.
And then I will use my so many tabs. My hunting instincts. So I will, having seen the spider and caught the scent of it, I am going for the next 24 hours. I also have a boon against attacking it, and then also I can track it for the next 24 hours.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Very dope. That's your turn?
Yep, that's all I got.
Alrighty. Giant spider.
So how will it work if for ranged attacks you can't see in that like shadowy area, right? So
Yeah.
is it like you roll with disadvantage? Like what's the
Yeah,
equivalent
with
of
a
that?
bane, yeah.
It's a bane would be like roll
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take
it's
a lower.
dimly lit, yeah. Towards you, Reika. This web shoots out towards you. Give me an evade roll.
It's 12, so it meets it. So I don't know if that counts as still getting.
Yeah, I think meets it,
have
beats
a
it.
web.
Meets it, beats it. You're fine as you dodge out of the way as like it hits the floor. You're fine. You do not want to be caught in that. Matcha is upset about that. Cool. Danielle is going to move up and do some slashies. they'll move like here. You see him toss some daggers. Hitting this spider for a little bit. Winter's in pain. And Danielle is fine. Atlas.
Okay, so I'm going to ask about movement again.
Yeah.
My movement says 14. Does that mean 14 squares, or that would then
No,
be like
14
2...
meters. 14 meters, which means 7 spaces, because each thing is 2 meters.
Okay, so 7 spaces.
Yeah.
Oh, I can move so little.
I'm just a duck.
4, 5, 6. Okay, let me move over here, guy. Come here. Come here. You go right there. Okay. And I will try to shoot it
Mm-hmm.
with my bow. We'll see. I guess even once I'm within the shadow, I'm always gonna be rolling a disadvantage.
Actually, I realized it has a ferocity of 2. Sorry, this is the first time this is going to be happening, but ferocity of 2 means it has 2 initiative orders. Just nuts.
What?
It also has, yeah, I know, right?
Twice?
Yeah. It also has a 6.
Oh, because it's fast.
I guess. Yeah.
You
It's
can
like,
lash out twice.
yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Rude.
Like some stronger enemies have like ferocity levels, and based on the ferocity level, like that's how many times it can draw from the initiative deck.
Great. It's like their legendary action.
It's kind of like legendary actions. Yeah. Sorry, Atlas. What were you doing?
I was trying to figure out any way to light the space, but I can't. So
Hmm.
I'm just gonna try to hit because I feel like doing a twin shot's kind of wasteful. I don't know.
I forget. Is
So-
there a way to pull a turn behind another?
Yes,
in this
you can. You
system?
can wait. You can wait. You basically swap with someone who's a lower initiative than you, and
If
has
you
it on you.
swap with me, I fully intend to throw one of the braziers? Brazier, not a brazier, a brazier. Into.
Oh,
I'm going for something. No.
It's a concert.
No, the brazier, the light on the wall.
yeah. I
would
knew what you
plan on
meant. Yeah.
throwing that torch into one of the webs.
Okay.
If I could.
So you guys want to swap?
Up to you.
Can I say like I'll hold my turn until everyone is calling me? I'll hold my turn until there. I don't want to say till there's light. That could be
I think the way it
Oh,
works in Dragonbane is you actually just swap them, like you trade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
so
I'll swap with Versace because Versace looks at me with the eyes that I know means he's gonna try to throw a brazier.
yeah.
I'll give
I'm
them
here to
a
watch.
knowing look, and I'll sort of side eye at the brazier.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Versace, it's you.
All right, I'm gonna go sprint up. I only have 4 spaces for whole spaces. Be grateful for that. And actually the turn. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I will take this brazier.
Mm-hmm.
Brazier. And I will go. Actually, that's presumptuous of me. I'm assuming I can grab it and throw it, which might be 2 actions instead of 1.
No, I think that works. That's
In
fine.
one swift movement, I grab it and
Yeah. There you go.
throw it. I'm gonna try and aim for this big mass of webbing, which I can barely see. Right? There's like a little bit
This
of
one, yes.
glistening dew from the digestive juices.
Ugh.
That is definitely that is not a movable piece of fire. So let's just use our imagination. What do you need me to roll? How do I do this?
I would say,
Just
maybe
turn
a
it.
strength. Yeah, a strength, or if you wanna.
Strength. You said it. Nope. Strength.
Okay, yeah, do it.
I'm gonna roll I'm going to roll my inspiration because I got a 19.
Okay.
So my strength is 16. I rolled a 4, bringing it down to 15. Thank goodness.
Oh, amazing. Cool. Yeah, you chuck this torch. It kind of lights up the webbing a bit, and you even see like the spider like reel back a bit as like the light is very bright, and the heat is very hot, and it does not like that. Because you also see just like all like little spiders just like scatter from that area, and then some of them even just like get lit up. Yeah, you've
Your reaction to little spiders as a duck is very funny. You could just eat them if you wanted to, but it's just like, no.
I've never been in this situation before, right? It's gross. How many legs do they have? Why do they need that many?
Yeah, I'll say this. I'll say it's the fire, because it's like gonna spread on the whole web, and that's the largest piece of web here. I'll say this whole room is like pretty decently lit now. And Atlas, you can now use that to your advantage.
Heck yeah.
Versace sunshine.
Good. Done. Versace.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Versace. Awesome.
They're getting used.
Okay. Yeah. We got some stuff.
I think actually, sorry, I would move one space just to get in there, and if it works for anybody else, I would be defensive, so they could, I could help them defend themselves.
All right. This spider leaps towards Daniil, and then you see it like he gets stabbed with like a poison stinger, or like no, it's like he gets shot with a poison sting that shoots out of its repulsive body. That's mean.
Out of its blood?
Yeah. It stabs into Daniil's like and he's going to take a bit of poison damage as well from that.
I would like to pull out a burrito and watch as he single-handedly thwarts all spiders.
Ouchie.
We're just standing over on the side eating and being like,
yeah, you see he's got a huge stinger sticking out of his leg as just like it's bleeding profusely, and like you see like there's like this green foam that's kind of like coating it. That hurts. Atlas. Thing is now slightly closer.
Okay. I will scroll down on my page, find what the heck this is called. I will now try a twin shot since I can see.
Yeah, I'll say that's regular roll now.
So is it two? It was 2 d20s and then
1 d20 with a bane, and then you roll damage twice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, and I'll say if anyone like took any damage last battle, like the travel was enough of like a rest to like heal up and like restore your willpower even from the last battle.
A 5.
Okay, sweet.
Then...
That's the highest.
Traitorous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, the lowest.
Wait. What was the highest?
15, like the lowest number, but the highest. Everything's reversed here.
Yeah, no, because it's a bane, you should be picking the highest number, which is the worst number, which is 15.
Oh, then can I use my boon to turn that into a boon? Okay.
Sure. Yeah. I was the reverseness of it is trippy.
Yeah, it's confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
that is a
roll damage
2 and a
twice.
4. That's 6.
6 damage.
Yes.
This thing's looking real hurt as 2 arrows stick into it.
Such a good sound.
It's angry. Is that your turn?
I believe so.
Anything else? All right. Dib Brandywine. Daniil is near it. If you want to sneak attack it.
Am I too far away? Do I have 12 squares that I can move?
Where are you? You're back here. Might be far.
If I can have 12 squares, my movement is 12.
Oh, actually, no, you can. You can go right here. Yeah. Right to the... You're right beside Danielle. Yeah, if you do diagonals...
Then yes.
That's 12
that is where I would
perfectly.
like to go.
Amazing.
Bloop. And then I want to try and stab it.
Do it. This one to the beside Danielle, so you get
Yeah, I'm going to do backstabbing, so I'm going to remove my 3 willpower points.
do it. Hell yeah.
Nice.
That is a 10 under 14.
Nice. That'll be all that juicy damage.
13 damage.
Oof. This thing is barely hanging on by a thread as like I don't know how you stab this spider. Describe how that looks.
Oh, yeah. So Dib, I think, uses the cover of Danielle's body to just kind of slash up and underneath, like from around like the side as the spider's kind of preoccupied with like that one aggressor.
Yeah.
And gets it right in its thorax.
Yeah, you deal like a fatal blow as this thing is really, really, really hanging on there by a thread. Your turn?
Yes.
Cool. Rika. Eat it.
So I am. I'm gonna go right up to it. Can I bite it?
Do you have a bite ability? Yeah.
I don't. But
I mean, if you want
cut
to
out
flavor,
part of my
if you want to
brawling?
flavor it, hell yeah. Yeah, is there anything besides brawling?
Must be
that-
a brawling, yeah. Ooh.
Could be brawling. I would consider it knives.
I was gonna say
have fangs.
knives or
Ooh.
brawling, but like whatever you want to use.
The author describes your teeth like knives.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go with brawling to pad my luck. And then,
Yeah. I was gonna say
And then having a boon means I pick the lower number, right?
yes.
Ooh, I got a nat 1.
Oh, how do
Ooh.
you kill this giant spider in a way that impresses the entirety of the Midnight Troupe?
So I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna grab where my short spear went and dig it in deeper, kind of
Ooh.
like a skewer, to hold
Nice.
it in place as I just start chomping on it.
Amazing, yeah. Yeah, Danielle's like, ooh. Watching this happen in front. Yes, this spider is honestly tastes pretty bad. Not gonna lie, tastes awful. It's been down here a little too long. Not in great health. Yeah, you've had better spiders. Cool.
I look so disappointed.
Yeah.
Just so sad.
Cool. Yeah, you've gotten rid of the spider. You see that, yeah, a lot of the other ones that kind of scurry away. The fiery web. I don't know if anyone wants to put it out, but it starts to get larger. I guess like once all the webbing is burned, it kind of fizzles out. But it kills a lot of little baby spideys. Anyone else want to do anything in this little area? We've got
Tap dance on the remaining spideys.
Go open up the mummies maybe while he tap dances.
Oh, right, that guy.
Yeah, I
There you
want to
go.
look for loot.
Let's maybe go help this
Yeah,
guy.
give me a. It's like a spot hidden. Give me spot hidden. That would make
Spot
sense.
hidden. What does that even mean?
Spot things that are hidden.
Oh, spot hid. Oh, like
It's funny. This
perception.
game is like reverse D&D plus Call of Cthulhu.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu has
Wanna
like a
play
few of
Call.
these
Ah,
qualities,
interesting.
like
Yeah,
pushing
I've
your
never
rolls,
played.
spot hidden. I got a 2.
Oh, I did not make it.
Amazing.
Lowest roll of the night.
Anyone
I
else
got a
get a
20.
good roll?
No.
Cool.
20.
So I will say, Dib, you kind of dig through some of these. You like cut open some of these wrapped up bodies. They're all obviously like corpses at this point. But you're able to nab like a healing potion that's hanging off of one of their belts. Actually, also you find on one of their bodies a what do you have? A short sword.
Mhm.
You see like a nice and sharp, like well crafted short sword that I'll say is like a short sword +2.
Ooh.
So I'll say like you can get a +2 on the roll, the attack, or I guess -2.
Oh.
On the attack roll and the damage for it. If you want to write that down somewhere, you find
Does this
that.
count as a knife or as a sword?
What do you prefer?
A knife.
Okay, I'll say it's a very bedazzled knife. There's like a ruby in the hilt. It's got like gold stuff on it. It looks real nice.
You said +2 damage.
+2 damage and then -2 to your roll.
Awesome.
Like to make it better. What else do you find? The 2 is really good. I'll say you actually also like look at the body of the spider, and you're able to vial some of the poison. You think to do that as well. I'll say you have like 2 vials of poison as well, if you need it. And also, unfortunately, I'll say with the 2, you open up the one that Reika was sniffing out, and you see the guy in the armor with the badge. You see like his like skin has like these like really thick like purple veins, and he's like his eyes are like rolled to the back, like he's been heavily poisoned. And it's like settled in, and he's just like Dunzo. Unfortunately. Daniil kind of shakes his head. He's like, he was a good man. Kind of like pulls out this like stinger from his leg that was stuck in there. Applies like a bit of an ointment that he has in his satchel. He's like, shit. He pulls out like the map that he was looking at, and it's like ripped up and stabbed through from like the stinger, and like soaked and stained with blood, that it's nearly unreadable. The map that was helping you guys navigate these caves. Y'all are gonna have to explore these caves without a map now.
No.
He's like, shit, I
Cool.
didn't study it enough to memorize where these paths took us, so if anyone is good at navigating or finding out, finding paths that aren't deadly or treacherous, lead the way. I try to test the bandage.
Thing was like the leader down here, the head honcho, right? We don't have to deal with anything like that anymore.
Who knows?
Oh boy.
What
So
would we use for
Is that a wizard hat
navigating?
over there?
no, they're just like stalagmites or stalactites? What's the one on the floor?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see them. I see
Mites
the
or
other one now.
tights.
I just saw the other one first.
Sorry, Lynn, what'd you ask?
What skill would we use for navigating?
Good question.
Because I'm like, as a hunter, I feel like they'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh, also, if you look over at Atlas is just like taking meat off of the spider, just quietly.
Okay.
Just while everyone's figuring everything out, they're just over there cutting up spider meat, like putting it in their bag.
Either awareness or is bushcraft? Bushcraft is like nature stuff, right? I would. Yeah, I think that it is what's like the nature / survivor role in this game. So I would say bushcraft or awareness, either or, whichever you want to use. So now we've kind of got a whole map ahead of us and like in a bit of a dungeon crawl thing. So if you guys want to maneuver it however you desire, please do.
Can I just like put my hand up over the spider? Because I rolled a bushcraft and got a 2. My thing's 12. And just be like,
Nice.
I guess I'm good at looking for stuff. If you want me to look at stuff, I can. I've also got this meat if anyone wants some.
Well, then waste no time. Lead the way. We've got a job to do. Daniil's kind of like frustrated at this point, trying to bandage up his leg. Fargo's like, oh yeah, she's pretty good at the things that she does. Lead the way, Atlas. You think you know what you're doing? Lead the way. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Quickly, I will roll up some of the web on a stick, and I'll use my flint and
very cool.
and tinder to just make a torch,
Sweet.
so we have light.
While Atlas is leading us, can I do like sniff checks to track and make sure there's no more spiders as we're going?
Yes, roll me like another awareness or spot hidden, yeah.
You smell dead spiders on the bottom of my feet.
2? Yeah, you sniff that like all that is like reminiscent of that big spider smell is gone. All you're smelling is like little guys now, but it doesn't seem like there's any more ahead. That seemed to be like Big Mama Spider. Yeah. You see like the entrance kind of, or not the entrance, the cave kind of goes up to this like large web that Dania cuts down, opening up a bit more cave. You see a path going to the right, you see a path going straight, and you see a path going to the left that has like a bit of a busted down door.
Can I use that too to like gain any knowledge on the paths?
Sure. I'll say the one straight ahead actually looks like it has like a big door-like structure that has like, it looks like it was built. However, the path on the right leads to like more darkness, whereas the path beyond this broken, busted down door seems to have light.
Is there any specific sense behind any doors?
Just what I described. There's like a man-made built door here. This one's busted down with light on the other side of it, and this one's complete darkness down the right side.
So they both just smell like door.
A good door.
Bulgrim is an
Good
orc.
door.
Give
You
me
can
a
smell for armies.
give
of
me
darkness.
a did you roll awareness already for this?
Not for the doors.
Okay, yeah, roll me an awareness or spot hidden.
Can I use one of my boons that
Sure.
someone gave us earlier?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, chat, for keeping everyone alive.
So I rolled 7 and then I rolled a 5 on the die.
Oh, amazing.
2.
Cool. Yeah, I'll say you smell the smell of like living people beyond this busted down door. You can't really pick up much beyond this door. However, down the dark path, you smell like the smell of like fresh water.
Does anyone
That
have
keen
high
smell.
stealth? For like
So-
creeping up to it? Yeah.
Every
That would
step I
definitely be you.
take would have an echoing metallic like
Oh my
slam
God.
to it.
Yeah.
So
Little feet patters.
Yeah.
Little feet
Yeah, the
patters.
web like
I have
yeah,
I have
you see
disadvantage
feet,
on all of
and
that.
they're very, very quiet.
yeah, Dave, if you
I
want
feel
to
like-
roll a sneaking and like go ahead and scout, gladly reveal more for you.
I got a 4 under.
Oh, amazing. Go wherever your heart desires. You will not be bothered.
Okay, yeah, I'll head out down the dark cavern.
Okay,
But I want to take one of these like a little torch with me.
sure. Yeah, I'll say
I'll
like you
use
can
my
all
weapon
have
today.
torches. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
say
go real quiet and real slow because I am nervous.
yes. Yeah, if you want to move your token up ahead, I think she's back here somewhere.
Yeah, she's back here.
Yeah, I'll say you poke around a bit. There is like an area with like a bit of a dead end around here. But as you kind of follow where Reika like suggests that there's like a watery area, you come upon a place that has let me reveal this, a little like pond that seems to be glowing, like a magical aura of sorts. Yeah, that's what you see.
I sneak back.
Oh, sorry, another
just
thing.
to, like-
As you get there, roll me an awareness
Mhm.
or spot hidden as well. I'll
Whew. That is a 2 under 12.
Nice. You notice as you're sneaking, and because you are sneaking, like none of this is being affected, you look up and you can tell that there's like bats hanging up at the top of this area of the cavern that don't seem to notice you because you're so quiet, but they look like large, like vampiric bats.
Yeah, I definitely sneak back to like the mouth of this area.
Mhm.
Where my friends are, and I'm like, there's a magical pool down there. It seems quite nice, but also there's bats. like bats my size, so I'd really rather not.
That's
I could
your
use a bat.
size?
They're
Yes,
large
quite
bats.
large. Quite large. I looked up and I saw them, and they were just it was honestly a disaster.
You think we could ride them?
Lynn encounters any beast of nature and wants to domesticate it.
Fire rains from above.
Yeah, I don't think that even occurred to Dib, and they just like sit like dumbfounded, like, wow. You're like on some whole other level.
Should we perhaps maybe pursue the people, and if worse comes to worse, we lead them to the bats and they fight each other?
Oh, like, if
And
they
then
come
we
after
take
us,
a
we run
bath
into
in
the bat.
celebration.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Versace, you hear about the water and you're just like, damn, it's been a minute
Oh,
since
yeah,
I've been here.
I
You have a
forgot
duck.
you were a duck. I was like, why are you obsessed with the water?
Nope, doesn't sound appealing to anybody else.
I was gonna say, if it was normal D&D, like if someone was good at Arcana to like check out the pool because it seemed magical in nature or something, but I don't know what's.
I will say, like, Dibs, if you want to sneak back and like investigate the water, or like say that you did investigate it, you can.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Sure. I mean, I think that they would have been like super nosy when they got down there.
Sure.
I just didn't want to overstay my welcome. in
Yeah,
case
give
some
me
bats saw me.
there's not really an Arcana. There's like give me myths, either myths and legend or bushcraft, or seamanship. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I have wishcraft.
Sorry, bushcraft. Bushcraft.
Okay, so you said bushcraft, seamanship, or myths and legends?
Myths and legends.
Good luck, y'all. No, I got a natural 20.
Oh,
I know
Oh,
nothing.
Congrats.
I'm like,
The water
Oh,
is
it was
poisonous. It's poisonous, or it's either poisonous or just water. The glow
It
is just
was-
a natural occurring thing.
There was like bioluminescence, I think.
Yeah.
I know that word.
You see, like Danielle, like pull out a dictionary. Bioluminescence. Ah. Cool. How do you guys want to proceed?
I've got pretty high bushcraft. I could go take a look at it.
Okay, you're also gonna have to sneak.
Fine. Oh,
Can
no,
you avoid the bats?
Yeah, you want to hang out with some bats though?
Hear me out. I want to avoid the bats. I want to persuade them.
Or Dib,
I
if
wanna
you
play
want.
the song.
Dib, if you think Dib would have done this, you can maybe vial some of the water.
Well, I mean, I do have vials.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That was going to be my next question.
Okay.
Is if I could just kind of dip into it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
So yeah, I'm on the same wavelength. I think I very gingerly hand it to you, Atlas,
You want to
I
bushcraft
try
it?
not to drop it.
because like I don't know what it is. I'm like, I think it's water, but
It's Dasani.
Wow. Me 20.
Oh no.
I'll use a.
You want to use a
No,
boon?
I shouldn't for water. I don't know, but maybe we drink it and we become like magical. Maybe we can breathe water. I don't know.
can I gift a boon with the water? One of mine.
Yeah, can
Sure.
we do, like, a
Yeah, why not?
help
Yeah,
action?
hell yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, is there
Teamwork.
like help action here?
There is.
There
Yeah.
is?
You have to just describe how you help.
Jeez.
Atlas, this is just weirdly enough, it's like filtered water. This is probably filtered water. Yeah, it's Asani.
Evian.
Yeah.
Take a sip.
Fiji.
I think it's just like water. I'm so tempted to drink it.
Are you drinking it?
Oh God.
Did this
I
just
think
turn
it's-
into a spa day?
If I think it's water, I stick my finger in and I go.
Okay, roll me a con save right now.
Oh my God.
If I think
no.
it's water, I don't know.
What are these caves called again?
The Caverns of Delutharu.
Oh, I got a nat one.
Oh, what? Nat one?
I got a nat 20. Sorry.
Oh, nat 20.
Oh,
Oh, no.
That's my
You.
bad. Unless I'm super powerful now. Maybe it was a good thing. Maybe the cave gave wonderful, good magic. Maybe it's a good cave filled with giant evil spiders.
It does not sit well with your stomach. You take 5 damage.
Never mind.
Yeah, as it just, you like immediately throw up. Throw it up.
Do
I just want the internet to know that Chris is telling us not to drink water.
Yeah, do not hydrate. Looking at you, Sin, with your barrel of water.
Hydrate or die straight, baby.
Delutharu, yes.
Okay, thriving.
Uh,
So I'm like, don't drink it. Don't drink the water's. I didn't know this. Water's really bad. Water's bad for you. Don't drink this. Okay.
mhm. Well,
So, I vote we go find the people then, maybe?
Yeah.
And make them drink the water.
Who
Ooh.
would they feel less
Ooh.
afraid of looking at everyone?
I mean, I couldn't tell you.
I know
The
you
duck?
were all
Oh, I'm asking
stricken
the
with
group.
fear at the sight
Uh,
of a naked duck.
Little.
It's like,
Could
have
I-
you seen that video of the cat, the muscular cat, just like licking itself? If I
What?
take the armor off, that's exactly what I look like.
Oh my god.
Muscular cat?
Oh no.
Just a naked, muscular animal.
Oh my God.
Puts fear in your soul.
Do I think that if I dipped my arrows in this water, it would cause extra damage?
After your experience, probably.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Okay. Remind me when you
Maybe I'll
shoot
leave.
something with that arrow. I'll make the thing do a con save and see what happens.
Thank you.
All right. Where to? You gonna go past the door up here?
I'm just gonna walk and hopefully the group follows.
Okay,
Just-
cool. Okay, cool.
I'll stay
Feel
close.
free to move your tokens. I'll just say like the group is following you, so I don't have to drag everyone. Let's see. Bit of another path. Whoops. This hallway is lit with like torches, so you know that like people have been through here. Yeah, there is a. Are you sneaking, Rika, or no?
Me? Absolutely not. I cannot. I have a bane. So
Oh shoot. Okay.
I accept it.
Okay. In that case, see, there's 2 paths. One going to the right, and then one going straight ahead. With where kind of the torches are like almost creating a path that goes straight. And you see 2 little hobgoblins kind of hanging out, talking to each other by like a bit of a gate. And yeah, you just hear them. He's like, "Oh, it all tells him I can't even read." And they're just chatting. And I'll say they probably, if you are loud, Rika, just roll me a sneaky just in case.
Okay.
Give me a chance.
A Bane
I mean-
sneaky?
So my bane is 7. I have to take the 17.
Oh. You clunk. You like hit a rock that hits something. Echoes really loud. One of them turns over to you. He's like, "Oi, who's over there?"
My name is Rika. And I wave very awkwardly.
You see, like, this guy's holding like a bit of a clipboard. They all have like weapons on them. They seem to be guarding this like gate. What business do you have here?
So, I'm looking for a guy who I'm told is an orc, but I was blind during the meeting. So, I know he has like a ponytail.
Well, it ain't no orcs here. Just me and Kurthul here. Me and Drago here. I'm Kurthul, but no, all you find behind there is a friggin' forge and a real stingy dwarf. When he says that, I think you were the one that succeeded on the myth and lore thing for the caverns, right? He's just describing the forge. That the caverns of Duluth have the forge with Thordrak. That's what's behind that gate. That you guys know that actually Thordrak was the one that commissioned you guys to do this job, and you are supposed to meet him here after.
Oh.
Yes.
We have an appointment after.
Oh, and what are you doing here now?
Well, I'm lost. Do you have like a map?
I mean, these caverns, actually, listen, I'm illiterate. I can't really read. Maps don't do much for me, so I don't even hold on to them.
Sorry, maps are pictures. Are you just blind?
No, but there's like words on them. I see the pictures, but I don't know what they says.
Okay, but like, you can't match shapes on a map to like your environment.
If I was like a bird and I could see the shapes from above, but like us from down here, doesn't look like what's on the map.
But like, I'm not a bird, and
listen, I've lived my whole life. I've tried. People make fun of me. Can't read these maps.
Like, listen. You don't need to read. All you need to do is just eat and beat people.
Hey, that's what I've been telling them. They're making fun of me, and I say, hey, I've gone this far through my life without reading. Who needs it?
I do have a question, though. If you can't read, why do you have that? And I point at the clipboard.
The smaller, like, hobgoblin next to him is like, oh, yeah, I can read these names, but that's about it. Yeah, why did they give me the clipboard? I don't know. I think they just saw that I could wield a spear real good, and they put me out here. Hey, listen, it's a grassroots operation out here. Listen, they take who they can get.
You know what? I respect it. Dismantle capitalism. But can your little friend read? Does he have a map?
They don't have a map. They weren't given a map, but they can read like the names on their like you can see like on the clipboard it's like an appointment list. And you see like Midnight Troupe 3 a.m. New Year's Day is listed there.
Okay.
Could we maybe ask if they know what's like behind, like if they know what's over there? They don't have a map.
Well, if you go there, I mean, we're stuck over here in our post, but you move around through these caverns, and you should be able to get out the other side to Dreadfell, or not, or you die and get lost. I mean, that's the whole caverns whole thing, right? It's the caverns of Duluth. They're all mysterious and treacherous, but also convenient.
All right. Thank you. And I like pat their heads and walk back.
Well, have a nice night. We'll see you here, I guess, in a couple of hours.
When I get back to the group, I'm just like, so I think third time might be the charm. I think we have to go to our third option.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get over that you patted a hobgoblin's head.
I will say, I'll say like just like to speed it up a bit. This other path that branched off of the where you just were, Rika. This up here, you like peeked over and you checked it out. It seemed to be like a path that was like collapsed, and like there's like collapsed rock that used to lead somewhere and it doesn't anymore. And you notice, like, now that you pay attention to this, there's several points of this cavern, like things that are walls look like they used to maybe have been tunnels that are not collapsed. You see that there's like some of the paths that are open, like probably were carved out. Like this is like, seems to be like an ever shifting cavern, like over the years. But yeah, there is a dead end up there. So all that is ahead is this gate.
We're under Paris.
Dib is going to get tentatively closer.
Okay. Anyone wants?
Make sure Danil is in front of all of us.
Sure. Why?
Leader? Leader, I just feel so much more confident when I can see your back in front of us all.
Yes. I've got a bit of a hobble now that my leg's been stabbed through. These godforsaken spiders. What is this? A door? Oh god, there's fucking runes. Oh, I hate doors with runes and puzzles and shit. Ugh. Do you guys want to investigate this door a little bit? There seems to be like runes of some kind. It seems to be have been built. This door. I'll say maybe myth and legend or spot hidden.
While folks are investigating it, I would like to attempt to break it as they're looking around it.
Okay.
I was about to say, I hear how fed up he is with runes, and I will also attack it.
Sure. Roll me a brawling with a bane, because it's a thickie.
Ah! Nice.
Oh my god. Why could you like this in other campaigns? Hey. Even with the bane?
Yeah, one was the other one, and I was like, of course. That's fine.
Reika, you throw your whole Reikasi into it and just you shatter the stone of the door.
Sorry, did you say Reikasi?
Reikasi, yeah. And it crumbles. And Daniel's like, well, that solves a shitty door puzzle problem. As you see the pieces, there's like a little section where like, I'll say Dib, like you look at your like golden like dagger with the ruby. It's like, oh, you could have put this into the door, but it's like all broken. And you guys are allowed through. Cool. You notice bones on the floor. You notice all sorts of, I don't know, gross caverny things. But you see a large pit of tar, this black substance that's like kind of bloop, 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 bubbling up. And there seems to be a bridge that's broken, or that seems to have been intentionally broken there. And Versace, you see, like, as you look over, like, it's like hundreds of feet down to this this pit below the broken bridge. Now let me reveal a bit more, actually.
I lament that I do not have any feathers, and then I deeply lament that even if I did, they would still be useless.
Yeah. There seems to be measurement here. A 25-foot. Sorry, not 25 feet. That's 5 spaces. Like a 10-meter gap.
Yeah.
Across.
So, those of us with more than 10, could we do a jump across that?
What is the leap? The leap thing says horizontal leap as long as half of your movement. So
This would be vertical though, right?
It's technically horizontal across the gap.
Oh wait, no, you're right. Yeah.
So if you have more than 20 meters of movement, right? That checks out, right? There's a 10-meter
I think
gap.
This is for
Yeah.
during combat. So it's like as part of your movement, you can make a horizontal. I think
I
it's for
see.
combat.
I mean, if you want to roll me a successful acrobatics to leap across, I can allow
I-
it.
Risk
However,
it.
However, a fail on that could be real bad.
Do I
Wings.
want to risk it?
Feathers. Who needs such things?
I got a 3 under 14.
I got a 2.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Ah! I got a 3 also.
Oh
Yay!
wow! Okay, Atlas.
Please, Atlas.
I watch everyone jump and I'm like,
I'll say like Dib, like Reika like tosses you as you jump, it's giving you an extra bit of oomph. Versace, you jump and you flap as hard as you can, even though you don't know if it's doing anything, but you like you think, and maybe you did, you think you descend slightly slower because of that. Let me roll for these guys.
These faux feathers can even
what
make
are
you
we
ride.
rolling here exactly?
Well, they just rolled acrobatics, but you don't have to do that. They.
I would have pushed myself if I didn't make that.
Yeah.
I'll like just keep like stepping back until everyone's like attempted to go across, and just like I'm watching and just like running the numbers of who's making it and who's not making it.
So Daniil also nimble as a rogue jumps on over. Fargo also jumps on over. Fane actually, the elvish woman, jumps and then lands on like the very tip of the other side bridge. The plank snaps.
I'll run over and I'll throw my cloak down so she can grab it.
Give me just like a dex roll to see if you can do it quickly enough.
Natural 1.
Whoa!
Dragon, baby!
Yeah, she lands. Foot touches like the very last plank. It snaps. She begins to fall. You throw out the cloak. She grabs it, hangs on for dear life, and Fargo's just like, "But it looks like your cloaks are useful after all." Nods, and you pull her up. Yeah.
The first one is free.
Atlas, you stand on the other side alone.
Atlas like very trepidatiously walks up and like peeks over the edge and it's like, "You can do this. You can do this. You can do this."
I mean, you guys have like rope, don't you? Torch, rope, quiver.
What is any of that gonna do?
I don't know.
No, they're gonna just go look over the edge and be like, "You can do this. You can do this. You 100% meant to shoot that guy in the ass earlier, and you can also succeed at this." And it's gonna take a running leap and fail.
What? Oh no! That's a nat 20, which is a crit fail. Anyone want to react to this?
So Atlas, I guess, goes to jump off the edge and just immediately trips.
I would, but I want, if anybody else has something, they should go first. I just saved.
I
Yeah.
have a 14 acrobatics.
I will. Can I put my long spear out for her to grab, for Atlas to grab?
Okay. Give me a dex roll to see if you can like be quick enough to do so. I'll say because in that one, like your longbow, Lynn, your harp longbow falls down deep into the abyss, and you lose it. Because that's a crit
agility?
fail. Sorry, agility. Sorry, dex. D&D agility. Yes.
Can I use my
8.
agility to like get on the end of
Oh.
that to like give extra length and like hold out a hand?
Yeah. So it's like
Because I'm small.
Yeah, Reika like holding out a spear, Dib at the very end, and then Dib's arm outstretched. Sure. What was your agility roll?
My agility is an 18, and I got a 17.
Hey, Reika, what'd you get?
8 out of 14.
Yeah. So Lynn, you've lost your bow. However, Dib reaches an arm out, hovering over this pit. You see like the deep, endless void below Dib as you reach out, and Atlas, is is able to grab on. And Reika, just give me like a strength roll to pull.
Oh no!
Pull 'em up.
Just staying like, ah!
Yeah, you're like
it's
you're all
18.
like it's like a cartoon. We're all connected, and
Can I use my second boon that we got?
yes, sure. Oh no,
I don't
Imagine.
move. I know they're gonna make it.
Because
This is
I
definitely
got
in the Atlas playbook.
19, so I was
Wow.
like, oh no. So 13 under 18.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to yoink them up, and you have all cleared this gosh dang thing. As you turn
Alice just
around,
does a little cry on the ground. Thank you.
as you turn around and look at this cavern behind you, as you guys are so preoccupied with this bridge situation, you see a vast cavern with like there's like corpses, bones, all sorts of dead things within it, and also in a corner of it, you see a pile of shiny things. However, in front of this pile of shiny things, you see snoring a large, although not that big, I mean comparatively small, but a large red dragon.
No.
I would say like you could tell it's like a young baby dragon, but it's like not baby, but like a young one. But you would know that dragons are like much larger than this normally. But this little guy is taking a snooze, and it's Dragonbane. I had to throw in a dragon here. I'm just revealing this whole area. Sorry, give me 1 second. At the very end of this, you see an exit. Where I'm pinging right here. What do y'all want to do?
Can I do a beast lore?
Sure, give me beast
Yeah.
lore.
Just really quickly. 11.
Does that pass?
It's a full-size dragon we're dealing with. It does not pass. It's a 5 that I need to do.
That's cool.
Yes, Will Baby. There does seem to be a bunch of treasure, kind of like that. It's like standing in front of. But yeah, you do see an exit to the far end of this cavern. However, you know that if you don't sneak, may wake this thing up.
From fetal position on the ground, Atlas says, does anyone happen to have like a spare bow or something? Because I'm only good at a bow, and now it's gone. So the chances of me surviving just keep lowering, man. And can I make one out of like someone's hair? I don't know.
I will hand them my shield.
Okay.
Say it is also a ranged weapon. But there's only one in the quiver, I'm afraid.
God.
I also hand them my short spear. This could be a bow or an
Hand
arrow.
me not a bow, okay?
Hey, if you put
If you
a
find
string
a
with a on the shield and then the spear as like a large harpoon, that could work.
My brother Armani was the archer, I'm afraid. I am
Armani.
close quarters.
Oh,
The traitorous
God.
brother.
Lynn, you also still have a piece of raw meat just in your bag.
Oh,
Yeah, I do, but I don't have like anything like the freaking bow to defend myself.
Yeah.
That's the only thing my willpower points like go towards is just being better at a bow. Oh no. Great, so I'll just smell extra delicious as I walk by. No bow.
What do you guys want to do?
I want to sneak to the exit. Like
Same.
Dib really wants the gold, like really bad. But after seeing those bats, I feel like they're just like, this is gonna be quite the pickle. I feel like everybody probably sees them like waffling, like moving like real stealthily, but then also like not taking their eyes off of the gold.
I mean,
also
if you want to
gonna
give me a sneaky, do a sneaky.
Please,
Mine
a
is a
natural
4.
20, please. Yes, a 9.
Dib is able to walk this whole place. You can go anywhere you want, and the dragon does not hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneaky sneak. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Do you know how many samples I could make with this haul?
Over here for the gold? And I want to quietly scoop it into my satchel as much as I can carry.
Cool. Give me just like roll me like a sleight of hand of just like how much you can like quickly shovel in without getting noticed.
I got a natural 1.
Oh my lord!
We're going legit, baby.
Oh man, you're able to shovel in like like easily. Like how big? Like you probably just have like a regular sized bag. That could probably fit like 500 gold pieces, but then also there's like gems in there that are like also worth like a couple hundred a piece each. Obviously
I've got on person pockets too. So
yeah, you can't fit the whole pile here, but you are able to take a significant amount of it. I mean, maybe not a significant amount, like this is a large pile, but you take enough to last you some time. Anyone else want to do anything? How are you getting through this?
When Dib takes the gold, I will wait there just to make sure that Dib is not awakening the dragon.
Okay. Give me a sneak.
With a bane.
Oh no. Danielle's like, I'm not sure if it's worth the risk. I mean, we've got a 50k pot waiting for us when we do the job.
Okay. 8, which is still under.
Oh, sweet. You sneak on through. You've got padded boots or something. This dragon is snoring pretty loud. It's pretty deep in sleep right now. I'll say, yeah, Reika, you can maneuver quietly as well. You want to also take some, want to scoop some?
No.
No?
I don't feel like Rika knows that they're not sneaky enough to do that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, even like Dib is like, when Dib walks now, there's like a clink, like it's like a rattle of coins. You know, the old Disney Robin Hood with the foxes, where
Yes!
the cast the cast that's like that's the jangle of the coins. That's what you sound like when you walk now. Versace and Atlas, what say you?
I'm trying to figure out if I can climb back down into that hole and get my bow.
What did Reika do?
Snuck over to where Dib was, but didn't take any gold.
I will be a naked duck now. I will doff my plate armor, my six armor, and I will
dear bud,
military crawl.
really
Just duck on all fours
straight
on
up
the ground, just Bill just sliding across the ground.
Yeah.
And I will also. Is that allowed? Because
yeah. If you're getting rid of your armor, I'll say you don't have like loud armor to sneak with.
Excellent. Wait. Stealth.
I'm just imagining a
be?
buff duck.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it looks like a cat.
Ew.
It is a 4, and I needed a 5.
Do you have any Boon Bane? No, you have a Bardic.
It would have been a Bane if
you still have a Bardic from all the subs. You have they happen twice.
I got a 4. and a 5 is what I need to beat.
Oh, you succeeded. Oh, sorry. Yeah, cool. Yeah,
Thank
you,
the goodness.
the quietest Versace has ever been in his life. You sneak on over.
And I realize I have nothing to put the gold in now. So, crap. I'm just gonna take as much as I can. I'm gonna even put some in my mouth.
I was gonna say, put it in your
big
mouth.
There you go. Put it in your mouth. Lynn?
Purely for the sake of moving this one shot along, I will also sneak across.
Give me a sneak. Oh, that one!
Oh!
Incredible. Lynn, quieter than anyone. And I'll say with a nat 1, you sneak to the other side, and guess what you fucking find in this pile of treasure? You find a brand spanking new gold bow. Throw it on your back.
If I ever saw
Oh,
one.
right.
Yeah.
I just went from like
Dragon
a
of a
fail
roll.
to a. Now, the 20s and 1s are hard, but from a 20 to a 1, that's wild.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll say you guys are quiet enough to.
I pet it lovingly.
You guys are quiet enough to get past this dragon and like get to the other side of this. No problem. It's like deep in slumber, and you guys are able to snag some stuff. Anything else you guys would do? Yeah, I guess Daniil and them are just like. Actually, all right.
I'm tempted to take a scale, and I'm like, I kind of get it now. Kind of get what poachers are about, but I don't.
Daniil's like, this way. I see the exit. Brings you to this far left side over here. And you all successfully didn't have to fight a dragon in a Dragonbane one-shot.
We're the Bane of Dragons.
Bane of Dragons. Yeah, he like, as you guys get to the exit, Daniil's like, well, wasn't the easiest way without the map, but we found an exit. It's better than nothing. You guys exit through the cavern. You guys maneuver through a bit of a valley, through these secret paths and alleyways, into Dreadfell, the city, and you come up out of like a tunnel, into a hidden alley behind this large tavern that you see has a big sign that says the Milky Teat. And there's like a milk jug logo on it. And as you guys are kind of, Daniil looks at his little pocket watch, and you guys get ready. You guys prep your weapons as you like peers through the window. And
hold on, sorry, really quick.
Yeah.
For continuity, Daniil's pocket watch is owned by Dib right now.
Gave it back, right?
I returned it to show
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
well done. My apologies. I missed that.
Yeah, no worries. He kind of looks at his pocket watch. He's like, all right, we'll have to wait for the signal. You guys kind of wait like a couple hours as you hear this rambunctious party, this New Year's Eve party going on inside. And at some point around midnight, you start to hear a muffled countdown as like, 10, 9, 8, 7, and they're counting down. And then as it gets to 1, Daniil turns to you all and he's just like, well, Happy New Year. And then 3, 2, 1, and then he unsheaths his sword, breaks in the window, and then hops in, and you guys all follow. And that is the end of the little one shot. So just for like some context, the first thing I ever GM'd was a New Year's Eve one shot with like the bad guy's perspective. And at the very beginning of that session, a gang of mercenaries broke into their party and attacked them. And this is you guys. So you weren't actually gonna go kill Bulgrim the Carver because I mean that was your mission, but like the one shot ends here actually. But I thought I'd do a little fun thing to tie that in. And yeah, as you hear, just like Happy New Year, the sorceress that you're with, the Elven woman, like casts darkness. Darkness fills the whole tavern. Daniil and you guys hop on in, and you guys start that actual mission fight. Cool. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for all the donations. So many donations, so many subs. We had we don't really use this channel that much, but we had 3 subs at the beginning of this. We have 22 now. So thank you to all those gifted subs, all of those donations. Really appreciate it. Thank you to the cast for playing. It was lovely playing with you guys. I obviously always love to play with all of you whenever I can. So before we kind of
thanks, Chris, the DM.
Was that?
I said thanks everybody, and thanks, Chris. The
Oh,
DM.
thank you. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
I'm happy to do it. Just before we end it, if everyone wants to do a bit of an outro and just talk about just one favorite thing that you like about this system. I think trying out this new system was really fun. It was trippy when it was nat 1s versus nat 20s. I was like, yes, wait, no, many times. But it was a very fun system. I guess I'll do my outro first. I'm Chris Tung, one of the co-founders of pinkcity.ca, and I am the GM currently, producer and editor for Super Journey Dudes, which is a tabletop RPG comedy podcast. We also do some stuff here as well. Gonna be doing a Pokemon D&D stream again with Lynn is guesting on that one on July 12th. So a lot of cool stuff happening very sporadically on this channel. But yeah, I think my favorite thing about Dragonbane, I like that it's not really about, the roles are not really about how the enemies are dodging you or reacting to what you're doing. It's how good you are at doing the thing. When you attack, you're rolling within your skill. When you do a thing, you're rolling within your number. It's never an external thing that's sometimes it is, but it's very rarely an external thing that's affecting your character. And I think that is a cool way to just highlight your character's strengths and also their weaknesses. And I think that's cool. Candace, do you want to go first?
Sure. I have been Dib Brandywine. My name is Candace. You can find me at that Candace Girl over on on Twitter, at Candace Magnificent, everywhere else. At some point in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be playing ukulele covers of Pride songs by queer musicians or just Pride anthems. I don't know when, but it'll be on Twitch. And you can catch me tomorrow night at 8 o'clock over on Live from the Apocalypse, playing some Call of Cthulhu, a dark academia story. And then on Saturday, if you are feeling generous, please pop over to Chaotic Wholesome Presents on Twitch around 1 o'clock. I'm going to be doing Flabbergasted with 4 players. It's going to be a nice Pride event. All proceeds will go to Trans Lifeline.
Amazing.
Can
Awesome.
we vote for you at Gen Con? Is that premature?
You can vote for me.
Yeah,
at
you can
Gen
vote
Con.
for the Crit Awards. They're
You
up
can
right
vote
now,
for
right?
me for the Crit Awards. Yes, I am nominated for a Crit Award in Best One Shot, the Christmas Cookie Caper, and then I might be running again to be a judge this year in the Ennies. So if you're going by the judges section and my name is there, please vote for me.
Amazing. You do so much cool stuff, Candace.
Thank you.
When you were like, I'm interested in Dragonbane, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Yes, no question. Magnus.
Well, Candace, do you have a favorite thing about Dragonbane?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
My
you.
bad.
So it's a real basic answer, but I love that I don't have to do stupid math all the time. It's very straightforward. I'm not
It's
over here
true.
yeah,
you don't really have to add
Math
things to
equations.
things. Yeah, it's just is my number lower than the number? Cool.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
actually
easy.
didn't think about that because I fucking hate math too. I'm terrible
Yeah.
at it.
It's a bummer. I'm always out there
Yeah.
on camera, grown ass adult, 12, 13.
That's
This
actually a
doesn't-
great point. I love that about it too. Amazing.
same.
No wonder. Yeah, I'm so easy. Awesome. Magnus.
I know Mike, Chris, your brother, is very good at math, so I wonder what he thinks of the system. But my favorite thing is the ability to push. If I could willingly just do the anime moment of, no, I will try to succeed. And I have what is it, 6 or 8 opportunities to do that.
Yeah.
But each time you just take a worse and worse effect. I really enjoy that. I would have, if I had, yeah, exactly. If I had the mind to do it, if I was more familiar with the system, I feel like I would push all of the fails that happen this round, which are numerous.
Yeah, I think that would have been cool.
But Magnus Beasticus on Instagram, I was Versace Vengeance, which was 100% inspired by the... If any of you guys have ever seen the AI-driven Balenciaga videos, there's like Harry Potter, there's Dragon Ball, there's a Balenciaga version of everything. It was heavily inspired by that. Yeah, Magnus Beasticus on Instagram, Sasapunks, TTRPG stuff on YouTube. We're going to start that up back again pretty soon. And that is me. This was a blast. Really enjoyed cast, crew, system, everything.
Lynn?
What exactly are we supposed to be saying right now?
The outro, and then
an outro of what?
Oh, just like who you are, what you do. Okay, basically, what you did is an intro.
Oh, okay,
but like
cool.
an outro, and then what you like about the system, or your favorite part about the system.
Sick. I'm Lynn. I played Atlas. Atlas did as good as they could.
You're great.
Did almost died a couple times. But yeah, I am a variety streamer on Twitch, and a cosplayer. So yeah, all the socials and the Twitches, I am on them all of the time. As far as something I enjoyed, I really enjoyed just like even just when going to select like the pre-created characters, I enjoy that the creativity and like the races and such are like kind of different than D&D. Like you get duck people and like the wolf people. There's a similarity, but like they're still really cool in themselves. And that like I thought it was gonna be pretty intimidating to just pick up, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it's quite nice.
It's a
I enjoyed
pretty
the math
easy one
aspect
to
as
pick
well.
up. Yeah, it's a pretty easy one to pick up. Like especially if you're already familiar with something like 5e, it's just that a little different. It's nice. And yeah, love the duck and the wolf people. Speaking of wolf people,
Yeah.
Sin.
Hello, howdy, salutations. I'm Sin. I've been playing Reika Skull. Sensationally.me on most social medias that matter. Do I pay attention to them? Am I good at content creation? No. But you can catch me actually next week on Wednesday night for 5% chance running a Misspent Youth one-shot. Proceeds go to the Trevor Project. And this summer,
awesome.
I am joining the cast of Hot Asian D&D in a world inspired by the continent of Asia, where I definitely do not play a chaotic little gremlin. My favorite mechanic is actually the willpower mechanic. I think it's a very interesting take on feats. I think there's a lot of feats, especially when you start out, they are once a day feats or like once per like short rest. And I think it's a really cool way of kind of overcoming that, where you can use them multiple times or choose which feats you want to use more than once.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool, just like, you have to worry about spell slots and stuff. It's just like a blanket thing that's just like, these are like the cool things I can do within the amount of time that I can do them. Awesome. Thank you all so much. Yeah, I forgot to also mention Mondays, every Monday we stream here. Blink Space Blues, we premiere the episodes, but at the end of every month we do a live side campaign in that world. So Rage Against the Rift is gonna resume next Monday, so we'll be doing a live game then as well. So come back here for then. We'll see you guys around.
Space Blues and all of Super Journey Dude's first season. Go get it.
Go get it. Thank you all again for playing. Thank you all again for watching. And we will see you soon. Over and out. That's the Super Journey Dudes thing. Anyways, bye.